minutes. Just getting set up. Got some happy mail, some stuff. I got my windows open. Maybe not a good idea. We'll see how loud it gets. It's usually not too trafficy here. Hey, Star. Hey, Melody. Good to see you. Hi, Kenny. Hi, Andrew. Hi, guys. Joe Beth. Who else is here? Lane, Star, Cynthia, Kat. Thanks. I'm going to show your happy mail, Kat. Thank you so much. Robin. And I got a little tickle in my throat, so I'm drinking my cranberry juice. So hopefully I won't be coughing too much. Let's see who else. Hey, Queen Sassy. Gaga Toots. Just some names just really tickle me. Oh my gosh. Pamela, Debbie the Doodler. Thanks, guys. Robin, hi. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. I already zoomed in here, so hopefully, let's see. I think the lighting's pretty good for now until I, open the page, move the black and this is what we're going to work on today. And I don't know if Laura's going to be here or not, but we're working in Laura's book. Hi, Teresa. Waving to you, Teresa. There's Laura. Laura, we're going to work on her today. I'm calling it a Halloween page because I'm going to put her like in a, not just normal. I'll tell you all about it. I had two different ones. I had her and one other girl. We'll see how far along we get. Maybe we'll have time to do both. I don't know. Yeah, so this is Laura's book. Who's here? I call her Laura Lou, but it's Laura Rafferty. Sorry, guys. I just got a little tickle in my throat. Hi, Shauna. Let's see. Oh, okay. I try not to look things up. Like, I come across people's versions of color book pages, whether it's yours or, what do you call it? What's her name? Jasmine, whether it's yours or Jasmine's or whoever's pages, I try not to go looking for them before I color because I want mine to be unique or, at least my own version of it. And so I try not to go look. And I don't go look at Jasmine's paintings either. I try not to look at, I want to just kind of do it off the cuff and see what happens. Let's see. Who else is here? Elaine said hi to Shauna. Hi, Sean. Let's see who else. I think I've got everybody. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up already. I do have a couple of books I want to give away at least by Wednesday. Probably won't get to it today. Wednesday, I think, will be the first. Won't Wednesday be the first? Let's see. No, it won't be the first day of the month. The first Wednesday of the month, because I try to give books away on the first Wednesday of every month. So we might do one. We'll see how it goes. See how time goes. Another sip of coffee and juice. Hi, Nancy. Who else is here? Mama 4. Melody, I hope you're feeling better. I'll make sure and give Melody virtual healing hugs. Let's see. Darla, Jerry. Hey, let's see, Darla. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for being here. Y'all know, get lots of thumbs up. We're more likely to do a giveaway. Just saying. But I do giveaways regardless, though. Let's see. So, and I did pull out this time, I did pull out 2 of my metallics. I hardly use these. Sometimes I forget I have them, but I got out the black what's it called? It's called Pearl Medium Black Fine. That really is really a good one to have. I don't use the metallics that much, but because of what I'm doing today, I might use them. And then I got some greens out. So I got my other ones right next to me. I just pulled this out for a thumbnail. So these are my basic colors I'm going to pull. But I am going to, I got the other colors next to me. Well, then don't stress, Melanie. If it's better when you don't stress, don't stress. You worry too much about everybody. Don't do it, girl. Let's see. So I do have some happy mail. I got a little envelope here from Kate the Skate, and then I got some stuff here from Kat. So I'm going to show that. I did, and you know, I usually have some kind of book for y'all on Monday if I've gone to the bookstore. I went to the bookstore this weekend, but I still haven't found my Flow Paper Lovers book. I'm on the hunt. I will show it to you as soon as I get it. But in the meantime, at Barnes & Noble, not my favorite Barnes & Noble, but the one that's closest, I got these origami samurai print. You know, origami is very, very thin paper because it's meant to origami it. But I like these samurais. I thought they might be good in some of my in my mixed media abandoned collages. So yeah, I got those. Maybe let's see. Does it have any? Yeah, it's got a couple here. It's got a kimono, and it's got what else? Oh, let me pull this piece out here. Got a couple of samples here. It's got your crane. That's the typical one. A crane, a balloon, a samurai helmet, a kimono, a star box, and a simple swan. Simple swan. I don't know. I think you'd have to do a kimono with this. I don't know if I'll do that on camera. We might be taking a while to figure that out. It's been a long time since I've done any origami. Long time. Years of since I've done origami, I think. But like I said, I really got it to cut up. Let's see. Who else is here? Is it hi to Shauna? Yeah, they are pretty papers. Oh, well, I'll just show them. Here. We'll just show them. I think there's 3 of each. Let's see. There's a piece of cardboard in there. Let's see. They're real slick, too, so I'm going to set them down. Oh, there's more. 3, 4. Oh, there's a lot of each one. All right, let's see. I think there's 6 of each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 6 of each. Of 6 styles, I think. So there's this one. This one. And at one time, I was collecting kimono designs. I mean, hand drawing them. I had a composition book that I was working on collecting kimono patterns, I should say. The patterns and colors and things. I should probably do another one of those. Or, hi, Terry L. Or put, hi, Amanda. Or put them in one of my a tin. Like do a tin insert. Well, that won't be enough. Probably not. One insert wouldn't be enough to do all the kimono patterns. And it might be too small. I probably should do it in a sketchbook. Okay, let's see. Then we have this one. So, and I love the chop designs here, their signature. The signature right there. That one. There's this one. Can you see them cut out though, guys? Maybe holding something other than a sword in their hand. I can so see that. Look at that horse. Look at that movement. Even though he's jumping on another person. It's very cool. I love the graphics of Japanese art, you know. Let's see. I think I picked up some. There's this one. See all the patterns? Look at the patterns in that legging there. Maybe we'll do that sometime. Color out, draw and color kimono patterns and Japanese fabric. I should just say Japanese fabric because sorry guys. Hang on, let me mute. I have a tickle in my throat this morning. But anyway, Japanese fabric patterns, I should say. Okay. And then this one. So anyway, I really liked it. And it was only like, with my discount, it was $5. They had different ones too. Well, here, I think they have pictures of different ones in here. They have wave patterns. These are all origami paper packs. Wave patterns, stars and diamonds, abstract patterns. They have all different ones. Parasol patterns. And then here's books on origami, kits, origami kits. I used to do this, with the kids, but it's been a long time since I've done it. Any actual folding. So yeah, there's that. I know, aren't they, Kenny, beautiful? You coming down? Nah, I sleep with the windows open. And depending on what's floating out there at night, blows in. Plus, I have a fan. I have the fan on at night too. So yeah, it's either the fan or the windows open. So let's see. Who else is here? Hey, Noodle, Joycey. Okay, so then again, this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to show some happy mail first, but we're going to work in, I set this out like this for a thumbnail. We're going to work in Circle Portraits by Laura Rafferty, who's here. Laura Lou. And then I pulled out some colors here. Now, here's my plan. Here's the plan for her. I want to do it, like Halloween version of it. And I got two different ones that I thought about doing. This was the other one. This was the other one that I thought about doing. And I thought about doing her as a mermaid with flowy hair and kind of scales on her face for mermaid, like a mermaid. But I thought, well, I've kind of already done that. I don't know if I did it on one of Laura's. I don't know. They're not all in here. There's another. I think there's another. Where is that? Here it is. Yeah. See, I already kind of did a scale face. So I said, well, even though this is dragon scales, not mermaid scales, I said, so I think I'll try to do, and here's some of the other ones I've done of Laura's. I did the Valentine steampunk girl. And then I did this girl with a lot of glitter. Well, stickles. The phases of the moon girl with the hummingbird. And so I did this one. And then I did one. There's a black and white copy of it in here, I think. I did this guy, the dandy. This guy, I did him twice, but I sent it to Laura. I did a front and back piece on the tone tan, and I sent that one to Laura. And she had it framed. It's so nice. Thank you, Laura. So anyway, yeah, this is what we're going to do today. Got a little bit of something. I'll probably paint the background anyway, black, because what I want to do is I want to make her a cheetah. I want her to have cheetah fur, well, cheetah skin. So I think I'm going to make her a cheetah with green hair. What do y'all think? A cheetah with green hair and green eyes. So that's the plan for it. And I'll zoom in even more when we start working because I want it nice and close. So that's the plan for that. So I did pull some colors here. I'll pull some more as I need it. And of course, my sponges to blend on, a couple of the tools, the soft tools, SOFFT. So we call them soft tools. So anyway, I got that at the ready. I probably should put some. I just got a new one of these, and I know I'm going to get it all messed up. So I'll probably put one of the old here. Let's get this one. Let's get one that's got paint all over it already. Let's see. I have a stack. I just stack up the papers here because then I can just pull if I need something kind of messy or something to sketch on. Like here, well, I can't pull that one. I think it's taped down. Here's one. Okay. One of the ones that's already got stuff on it, so it's not going to. There we go. Okay. There we go. And I do have the door closed. The cats can't get in here because y'all know that will be a disaster. Cats and pan pastels. Let's see. Okay, so let me show. I showed you the samurai. Let me move these papers out of the way. What else do I have to show? If Kathy Berg comes in, she wanted to see, and I did a video of it. I did a flip of, not a whole video. I did a flip of my Jane book, and she asked me if I would show it. And I said, hi, Kathy Arbor. So Kathy Berg asked me if I'd show it. And I said, well, I've already shown it a couple of times, but it was like in the middle of a video. So I couldn't find it. I looked for a few minutes, but I couldn't find which video, or because it was just a quick flip through. It wasn't a video on it, right? So I couldn't find where I'd done it. So if Kathy comes in, I'll try to do a flip of this for her. So because I've shown it a few times. So there's that. Then my Poe book, which I'm going to show. I'll show my Poe book again here as soon as I show my Happy Mail, because some of the Happy Mail is going in the Poe book. Hi, Zeely. Hi, Robin. Make sure, guys. Hi, Be Bright. Make sure, guys, a couple of things. If you're talking to me, put it in caps, and make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. Live chat and not top chat, because you won't see all the chat if you don't have, and that goes for the recording as well. Even if you're watching a recording, you need to check live chat. And if we glitch or blip or anything like that, make sure that if it all of a sudden goes fuzzy, if there was a glitch or a blip, that you didn't get switched back down to like 144p, go change it back up to 1080 or at 720, whichever one your system can handle. Because it can glitch back and then you won't even go, why does it get fuzzy? Well, you have to look on your little wheel settings and make sure you are at 720 or 1080p, not just for mine, but for anybody's that's streaming. Let's see. All right. I think I've caught everybody. Said, go, hey, Scoops. Good morning. I think I said hi to Joe Beth. Am I missing anybody? Hi, guys. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start because I want to show the Happy Mail. So Kate the Skate sent this little thing here, and she says, Dee Dee, I love your Poe book so much that I made these Poe flashcards. You may want to use in your book or giveaway. If your viewers want them, they are at her Etsy shop, Kate the Skate Studio. So Kate the Skate, she's an art teacher. She's a teacher, an actual art teacher at a school. And when I say art teacher, sometimes we think, oh, well, she's teaching online. No, she's an actual art teacher. And she also has an Etsy shop. So again, it's Kate the Skate Studio. So if y'all want to check that out. Now I peeked at everything. But I didn't want to look too much because I wanted to kind of be surprised with you guys. So I try to do that. Sometimes it's hard, of course, if it's a book, I'm gonna dive right into a book, but I try to show, I try to keep the Happy Mail. I try to keep the Happy Mail kind of fresh. So it's new to me too. All right. So there we go. That's pretty good. We'll see how it goes. The lighting goes as I start working. Okay. So let's see. Don't see any other comments. Yeah. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. I love my Mondays. you know, I love being here with you guys. I love Mondays. All right, so she sent these little mini flashcards, and there's two little envelopes of them. I don't know if they're the same or different, but anyway, they're so cute. Look, so I'm just gonna kind of flip through them. Whispered, Midnight, Nameless, Nevermore. I'll definitely want that one in there. Terrors, Beating, Darkness. We'll put a darkness in there. Fearing, Soul, Feather. Oh, we'll put the feather next to one of the ravens. And they're all numbered too. They have little numbers on them, just like a regular flashcard. Mystery, Weary, probably Weary. Pondered, Dreary. Did I say? Okay, got Weary and Dreary. Okay, there's a raven. Chamber, Bleak, and Mortal. Okay. Silken, Ghost, Heart. Put Heart. Tapping, Lenore. Those are all from the Raven. Dying, Nevermore, and put another Nevermore. Dream, Grim, Prophet. These are all words in the Raven. Door, Gaunt, Poe, Grave, Black, Plume, Night, Loneliness, Melancholy. Well, Melancholy and Loneliness, I don't think those are in the poem. Sorrow and Faintly. So yeah, so I picked these. We'll put these, I'll ink the edges and we'll stick those in there. So I'm going to put those back in the little folder. I have my little, let me write on here, Kate the Skate. I've gone through, just FYI, got some stuff on that one. 3 big pins in my Inktober. Kate the Skate and her, it's Studio on Etsy. So if anybody asks again. Okay. I've gone through 3 big pins in my Inktober. Hey, Jean. So we've only got, let's see, today's the 28th, 29th, 30th. I've got 4 more to go. And actually really 3, maybe only 2, because on one I want to put my other Frankenstein. My Frankenstein that I did, the very first one y'all saw in my Inktober lineup was a Frankenstein, but I didn't post him like on the first. I did him as a pre-Inktober, so he's not even really officially in the lineup. So I have 2 Frankensteins, and I might post them both, version 1 and version 2. And then I have my Poe print, or my Poe drawing that I made the print out of. And I think I want him, even though he's not a monster, he's not officially a monster, I think I want Poe on the 31st. So that only means I have to do 2 more monsters this month. And then I would have done, plus I did 2 or 3 that I didn't love, didn't make the cut. So I've probably done about, probably already 30, 35 of them already. And so, yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I hope y'all have too. I want to make prints. Now, what would y'all think? Should I make them, here, let me show you. Should I make them this size, which is a half of an 8.5 by 11, right? Should I make them this size, or should I make them a full 8.5 by 11? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? If I made them this size, I thought I'd sell them for like $12. That includes shipping, by the way. 12 for this, but if I did a 8.5 by 11, then I'd probably sell them for 15. What do y'all think? You like this size, Be Bright? I can make both sizes. Like this size can go for 12 and the bigger ones for 15. You like the half size? Hi, Miss Vicky B. Miss Vicky B. I was going to send you one. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I think you probably already know. But Miss Vicky B. I sent the Poe ones out for thank yous for the supporters of the channel for the last month. I still have a couple more to go. And Norma, I'm sorry. I have one for you, Norma. I forgot. Don't say I forgot you, Norma. But yeah, I got one for Norma. Who else did I have here? I had a couple other people that I missed. So they're going to get their Poe prints. But I don't know. Oh, thank you, Julie Topaz. Yeah. I know Julie's been drawing cat silhouettes and with lines. They're so simple and so yet profound. Yeah, so you think this is a good size? Well, I guess I could do either one. And so all my monsters, you know, if you want a monster, one of the monsters, you know, you can email me, and I'm not, you know, I haven't got a made yet, but it's not a problem. Here's my email. So if you want a one of the monsters, I'll try to show it I'll probably show them all on Wednesday. Again, so if you want to print either that half size or 8.5 by 11 size, then let me know and I'll get y'all some, you know, prints. So I thought 12 and 15. I thought that would be a good, you know, pay for the postage, pay for the paper and ink. So y'all let me know. Okay. So let me put this one to the side and show y'all. What else? I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put these in my PO. I'll put this in my PO. And I'll show y'all. I'm going to do a little video of the PO book. I'll show it a little bit here in a minute. I did finish all the cut and paste of the text. I did ink everything, splatter everything. I pretty much got everything done except some little additions like this, like for the people that sent extras for it. Okay, let me set this aside. I don't want this to get messed up. So I'm going to put these. I'll put these in there. I'm not going to do it right this second, but I want that in there. And then Cheshire Cat sent me this. So again, I kind of went through it, but not really, really well. So let's see. Who else is here? Got my Did You Love It? Oh, good. You like that size? Yeah, I thought it was a good size. It's a half sheet. You know, it's a half. It's like an 8.5 by 11. Turn on its side. You know, one side. Okay, so Kat said, hi, Dee Dee, just some stuff for you to use in your abandoned books. Feel that you could share what you don't need. Best regards, Kat. And some of this is going in the PO. A couple of these little things like, all right, look at this. Look at this little, look at this little bag. Look at that. I'm going to put this bag in there, I think. Or maybe, no, you know what? I think this might need to go on my Cat page. Cat, you know, in the Fibs yearbook. I think I'm going to put this on your page. But anyway, some of these little cards like this, like that one, maybe. Of course, I'm not going to put, what's his name from Toy Story? What's his name? It's been so long since I've seen this movie, guys. What's his name? Somebody help me here. It's like a little tea bag. Yeah. It's so cute. It's kind of like that. It has a little drawstring on it, right? I mean, I guess, I don't know if it's an official tea bag where you put tea in it and do the string. I'm not sure. Buzz Lightyear. Thank you, Julie. Buzz Lightyear. And some little cards and things like that. So she has all these little cute postcards. So some of this is going to go in on, I can use it in the Fibs yearbook. And look at this. Look at these little bookmark. Here's a little, what's in this? See, I didn't peek what's in here. Some little herbs. Oh, my watch is telling me to breathe. Some little game cards. It's so cute, right? And then I'm thinking this is from that set of doll postcards. Am I right, Kat? And I really like these. So let's see. Who else am I missing? Somebody said good morning. It's a real tea bag for loose tea. Thank you, Kat. Okay, I don't drink tea. Mom drinks tea. I did buy me. Now, here's the thing. I've been a coffee drinker since I've literally been 2 or 3 years old with Grandma. So I'm not really a tea drinker. Mom is a tea drinker. So anyway, I thought, you know, everybody talks about green tea, ginseng, and lemon. And there's one other kind. They're always talking about those 3 or 4 teas. So I came across one that's ginseng, lemon, and what was the other one? Anyway, it had all the ingredients in it. So I bought some. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't know. I'm going to try it more for like, I think it's healthy, but yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to like it. Hi, Skinny Cat, North Texas. Oh, good. I grew up in Texas. So, yeah, Skinny Cat. Chai. Yeah, I think that might have been in there too. I think I had chai, lemon, ginseng, green. That was it. I don't know. What is the green in green tea? Anyway. Okay, so anyway, here's some little, book pages. Here's a little I think this is what's her name's. Oh, where's Eileen when I need her? The one that draws these. Hi, Galena. Okay, so Sean in UK says we love our English tea and Earl Grey. And I have, some of my cozy mysteries. I have a cozy mystery by Laura Childs. There's a whole series that she has on a tea shop, and her sommelier is the wine guy. What is a tea guy called? A tea expert. Anyway, it's not I'm thinking of the wine. But anyway, she has one of these guys and works in her tea shop, and he knows everything about tea. Yeah, Diane Reevely. Thank you, Miss Vicky B. I think that's hers. Delusions. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, delusions, characters. Yeah. Anyway, so T Triton. No, that's not it. He's a tea master, but there's a name for that. Let me look it up. There's a name for a tea master, but I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. Tea master. They just have it. Okay. Okay, it is a sommelier, a tea sommelier. Like a wine. I can't say it. It's just the same thing. I guess it's the same word, but you just put tea or wine in front of it. Okay, so yeah, I had it right. I can't say it. Okay, let's get back to the happy mail. Thank you, Pacola. Yeah, use all caps if you're talking to me, guys, because I'll miss it. Jean says, I love Earl Grey too. But her sister says it tastes like soapy water. Yeah, I would be a coffee connoisseur, not a tea connoisseur. But anyway, no, that's not it. Okay, so anyway, here's some postcards, some little faux postcard here, a movie poster postcard, and then she sent these different napkins for the napkin journal, which I will go put over there in the napkin journal stack. We need to do another page in the napkin journal. How many of y'all like the napkin journal videos? Do y'all like those? Do y'all like doing it? I mean, here, some elephants, and then some little patterns. Who likes the napkin journals? So thank you so much, Kat, for these. Oh, and here's a little maple leaf, or is that an oak leaf? Anyway, a leaf. Pacola does. Yeah, Shauna. I have to have my coffee or don't talk to me. So y'all do like the napkin journal? Okay, well, I'm going to put these in our stack. Now, once I go in the stack, I'm not going to remember who gave them to me. So I'm going to say thank you, Kat, right now, because once they go in my stack of, I'm not going to remember who gave them to me individually. Okay, so there's that. And then this is like a newspaper advertisement bag that she had everything in. It's just so much fun little stuff. Now, what can I put? I think I want to put one of these, maybe, what do I want to put? Do I want to put something of this in the Poe book? Maybe the postcard. Because you can't really read it, That will be good. Smile. There's chocolate, wine, and coffee for every occasion. Good one, Kat. You do too, Arlene? Thanks, guys. Oh, thanks, Miss Vicky. And by the way, if y'all don't follow Miss Vicky B, she does awesome YouTubes, and I call her my planner queen. She's my planner queen. Although a lot of her stuff now is on Patreon. I can't blame her. But so y'all follow, if y'all love planners, you need to follow Miss Vicky B and her Patreon. Let's see. Hi, Janet. Okay, so I'm going to use this in the I'm going to use this in the Poe, but let me put this together because I'm going to put this in the Poe book. This stuff I'm going to put in the stack. Well, probably not this. Some of this here. I'll put this in the stack. Let me put Kat's name on this so that I'll have on her page. Well, let me put Cheshire Cat because that's her official here. I'm going to put this in the book for the Fibs yearbook. This I might just color. I don't know. I'll put that with her card here. And then this goes in the Poe book. So I'll show that in a second. I'm just going to do a quick, I want to finish it 100% before I do I'm going to do a little video of it. Let's see, where can that go down? The card can go in there too. And then she sent me some nebulas and some minerals for what do you call it? Collage. Look at this one. That looks cool. They're all cool. So that's going to go in my collage pile. Again, thank you, Kat, because once I go to use it, I'm not going to remember who gave it to me. Okay, real quick, let's all right, this can go over here too. Oops. Kate's page, Kate the Skates page. All right, let's get organized here. All right, so in my Poe book, I'll put this in the back for now because I'm going to put it on. I have a couple pages back here where people sent me cards, and I did put some stuff there. I did put a couple of these little paper clip flags in here just because I thought it looked good. So I put some of those in there. It kind of adds to it, right? Some little paper clip flags. So this will go. I'm gonna ink the little edges. I'll ink the little edges and then put them on individual pages. So thank you guys for adding to the Poe book. So let me just kind of show you real quick a little bit. I did finish. I'll just show a few. They're all the same kind of thing. So I'll show you a few. So I printed out all the 18 stanzas of the Raven. I printed them out on just regular paper in black letter, Gothic type font. And then I cut them out strip by strip, glued them down on faux parchment, like tea stain paper. And then so every page has one. And every page has a Poe underneath of it. And then there's a little x-ray of a hand. And you like the flags? Hi, Star. Did I say hi to you? Hi. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Pamela. And I just saw Janet mention Kathy Arbor too. I love that pumpkin. Kathy, did you post a picture of that pumpkin on Instagram? I watched the video, so I don't know if you posted it on IG. Kathy Arbor is an amazing artist. She's doing some drawing classes on Thursday at 1 p.m. on YouTube. And let me see, did she? No. What, girl? Why not? So I can't show you her pumpkin. She did an awesome pan pastel pumpkin, but she didn't post it, so I can't show it to you. Okay. We'll put it on there. Okay, so you lift up each page. So here's page 2, and stanza 2, and then I just kind of did a little bit of a wash, an acrylic wash over the lettering of each one. And then there's a Poe under each one. So I'm pretty much got everything down except the new stuff that y'all just sent me. So, and I'll do a little video. I'll set up my camera on the tripod and do a quick little IG video or something of it. So you can see I've done every stanza, all 18 of them. Would I do this? Would I do the stanzas? I would probably not do them individually because I cut each line. I cut these out line by line and glue them on. Well, I don't know if you can tell. They're all cut out. Each line is cut out. Hi, Deborah. Oh, what else am I missing? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I just wanted to do the Raven. I wanted the Raven poem in a little book. So I used this book that Mark made. And Mark does sell these books. You'll have to get with him on his email, though, because he doesn't have a website where he sells them. He just sells them individually. And now the rest of these pages back here, after stanza 18, are just blank. So I put Poe on some, Raven, just glued some stuff down. So I had some places for like the tags that people sent and just some little random things, cards, Teresa's card. And that one got a little, what happened there? Gonna have to put some paint on that. Oh, it doesn't look bad. I got some glue on there. And then I'll put these in there too. So that's my little Poe book. It's fluffy. All right. Then the other thing that I did work on the box. So here's the box that the Poe book lives in. I put purple sequins all the way around. One by one. Those are all individual. They're all individually glued. They're individually glued sequins. And then I have some little paint on there. I never did go back and add more paint. I think I'm going to put some gold rub and buff on here. Let me just get it real quick. This old, this is my old version of rub and buff. So just put some on my finger, and I think I'm gonna rub and buff all the edges. All the way around. Like this. It's not going to show up very well, but I'm going to do that all the way around the whole box. So then in the box, hi Cassandra, Ray. I'm probably missing people. Thanks, everybody. So then in the box, there's my Poe. It's a little dimensional there. He's got an X-ray over the top of him, if you can see that. There's a skull X-ray over the top of him. See the face right there over the top of him. Then there's the Raven, the wax seal, and a calligraphy nib. And then these are like real feathers. These are real feathers right there. So then inside the box is where I have some different tool. I have some black glitter tool, some green tool. I just kind of like it kind of like this, kind of like a mess, kind of like. And the Poe book is going to sit in there. And then this black silky ribbon is going to go around the edges like this. Kind of like, something like that. So that will live in the box. I'll probably put some kind of a little hook on here to a closure. So yeah, that's the Poe book. I'm going to do a video on it by the end of the month, which is like 3 days away. So there's that. Okay, so I think I caught y'all up on everything. Again, I don't see Kathy Berg here, but if she comes in, I'll show a quick a flip of the Jane book, unless I'm in the middle. If I'm in the middle of this, which I'm getting ready to be. Okay, so let me get a baby wipe and clean off my hands. Karen, little sister Cheryl. I know I'm probably missing people. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for all the thumbs up. If we get to it, I'd like to go ahead and do, because I don't know about Wednesday what, but I need to give away some more of Faithful Mess's books that she sent us. So if I do a giveaway, you get to select which one you want if you win one. Where's my stack? There's my stack. There it is. Okay, I had to look for the stack. Oh, you put it on Instagram? Okay, let's go look at it. Kathy put her pumpkin. She just loved this pumpkin. Let's see. Okay, here. So she did this in pan pastel and color pencil. And she drew it too, guys. She drew it. Let me kind of hold it there for a minute. So follow Kathy Arbor over on IG. Isn't it awesome? Look at that. Look at that face. I know. Isn't it awesome? So y'all follow her over there and go give her a like. I'm going to do it right now. There's a like, Kathy. Isn't it awesome? I know, guys. Lulu, I like your little emojis. Good ones. All right. So, yeah, you're welcome, Kathy. Okay. So, we're going to do our pan pastels today, pan pastel and color pencil, which I have the pan pastels right here. I can just pull the whole piece of paper. Okay. And we're going to do a Halloween. I'm going to do a Halloween version of this girl out of Circle Portraits by Laura Rafferty. This is her book. Let me go ahead. Now, I've got a lot of pages torn out because I've done some here. I've done a couple and given them away. So the book is probably not complete. That's actually Laura right there. She did a self-portrait at the very, I'm going backwards. This is a very last page, and that's Laura right there. So follow Laura on YouTube. And so I'm flipping backwards. Just so I can flip it easier. Why is it easier to flip from going backwards than forward? I love that coral hair. Oops. And so Laura has an Etsy, and you can also email her. Can you type in your email, Laura, if people can contact you if they want to buy your book? This is a bookmark in here. I was thinking about doing that one, but I decided on the other one. Aren't they good? I love Laura's work. I've done him twice. I've colored him twice, sent it to Laura. I did her on the brown paper, on the tone tan paper. Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting in links there, Pacola. I thought about doing him too. But I wanted to kind of do a Halloween theme. I still need to also do a Jasmine page in her Halloween book. Look how cute. I love them all. I love your work, Laura. I love it, Laura Lou. Okay, so anyway, if you want to, oh, thanks, Laura. So what I want to do with her, and I'm going to zoom in. Of course, if I zoom in, you can't really see the colors that I plan on using. And I might pull some more. So I got my soft tools. I have my sponges that I blend on top of. I blend on these. And then she's going to have green hair. And then I pulled out the Pearl Medium Black Fine. It came with the lid because it's sold separate from the kit. And then I did pull out Copper and Gold Metallic. Let me see what they're called again. Rich Gold and Copper. And they're the metallic ones. Because my plan is to do her in a cheetah skin. I want her to have a cheetah skin and green, forest green hair. So let me tell you the colors I pull. And people always go, well, what color did you use here and there? Well, I mix them all. I mix them on the sponges, so it's not even one color. And then I'll tell you the colors, but then I might pull other colors as well. So, and it's hard, guys, if you're doing a pan pastel video, you have to be so careful, because if you're using the pan pastels and someone goes, well, what color is that? And you flip it over and you've been using it, you've put a coat of dust, from where you've used it. And then, so you have to be careful not to flip it over on top of your piece. All right. So this one is Red Iron Oxide Shade. This one is Chrome Oxide Green Extra Dark. Bright Yellow Green Shade. chrome oxide green, which these two are the same color, just with more black in it. And then this one is bright yellow green tint, which has white in it. So those are the colors that I have so far. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we'll see. Because I didn't plan for any of the background. I'm going to paint the background black. I'm going to paint the background black. And I don't know, maybe put some little cheetah things in that too. So, and I don't think I've ever done cheetahs. I can't say never because I probably have at some point. But I pulled, I just went online, and let me go to my photos, and found some cheetah print skin I liked. So here is what I'm going to use for a reference right here. There's my reference. So this is what I want her skin to be. Not exactly. I'm not following the pattern exactly. I'll have some bigger ones and smaller ones, but that's the plan. So I am going to have to get out. I did get these colors. I don't want a gold base, so I'm going to have to get a tan. Let me just prop that up here. It'll probably go off in just a second anyway. I need like a yellowy tan color for the base. So let me go to my colors here. And probably this one. Probably this one. And I'm going to try to use gold and copper and then this brown for the colors. But I'm looking at, and black. I'm looking at it now to see what I think other colors I might need in there. I'm going to use this as a base. Okay, her skin's going to be this base. I might need a little bit more darker, kind of that yellow ochre color. Okay, so the colors I just pulled are yellow ochre tint and orange shade. I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the picture. I think that will probably be good for now. If I need any more, I'll pull them. Okay, so I'm going to start with just base coating her hair and skin. You do have to set it. I do have the Spectrum Spectrafix. Okay. I do have the Spectrafix Fixative, which I still haven't really practiced much with, but I think Kenny sent me, it was you, right, Kenny, that sent me the Seg Beauty Mister. So you just, the first time I tried to use this, I poured this into here, right? And the first time I thought I had to pump this. So I'm sitting there when I'm trying to spray something, and I'm pumping and pumping and pumping to try to mist it. And you don't do that. Thanks, Kenny. You don't do that. You just push it one time, and it goes psst, one pump. I can't do it in here. I'm not going to do it now. But you don't have to keep pumping this. You just push it down, and it mists. So I over wet my piece that I tried to use this on by pumping this. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't read directions. You're right, Kenny. And then the other I use, but I go outside and spray, and I keep it downstairs because I only spray it outside, is my Grumbacher Final Fixative. I found the Final Fixative smells less than the workable fixative. So, and I have that downstairs. So if I go spray this, I'm going to go outside regardless of what I use. I just spray everything outside. Yeah, Kenny, I don't. Okay, so again, I'm going to paint the background black, so I don't really matter if I get anything on the back, the edges. Let's see if I zoom in one more. I want to have it nice, maybe two more close. That's pretty good right there. It's going to be, her lines are very light, so they don't interfere. And not that there's anything wrong with it, but a lot of people's pages, color book pages, are very dark, and you have to kind of fight against some of for faces, eyes, things like that. You kind of sometimes have to fight against the black line, which, I use a white Posca and just paint it out. So again, this is what her book looks like. It's a square book. The ISBN is 978-0-578-418-6636. And I think she has it on on Etsy and sells it personally. But I'm not sure. Is it on Amazon? I'm not sure. So Laura is here. She can tell y'all how to get it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. I clean my tools off on just a paper towel. You just need a paper towel to wipe the your sponges clean. Okay. See, if you're not careful when you put it on, you can tear them. So be careful. But I have a little box over here with replacements and more little tools and I say electric eraser. They're battery operated erasers. One of the nice thing about pan pastels is they erase back to the original paper as long as you haven't sprayed it. It's on Amazon too. Okay, there we go, guys. So you can get it at Amazon. What was I going to say? As long as you haven't sprayed it, you can erase it back. All right, so let's go and get started. I'm going to start with, let me clean the green off here. And I'm going to start by just base coating her whole skin with this light cream color. Because that's the base color. That's the base color of the cheetah, the actual fur itself. Without the pattern on it yet, is this color. So I'm going to put this color down as a base. If you have any questions, put them in caps. I'll just go right over her lips and everything, just to get the whole. And it just doesn't take much. I know people go, well, pan pastels are so expensive. One color is no more expensive or even cheaper than one Copic. And they'll last forever. I'm telling you, you just tap it. That's all look how much comes off. They're just so highly pigmented. And then this little stuff that's on her sleeve there, I'm just going to, instead of trying to go in between there and maybe I should zoom in a little bit more here. Hang on, guys. I want y'all to be able to see, but I could go in here in between and on like that, but I'm going to pencil over that anyway. So I'm just going to, it's just as easy just to go over the whole thing. Again, the background's going to be black, so it doesn't matter if I go out of lines. And it looks kind of very light on camera. All this is her skin. And then I'll just go back over those little jeweled areas with either other pan pastel or pencil. Okay, so I'm just getting all her skin. See how quick that is? Does it look too flashed? Is it too bright? I don't know. It might be a little on the bright side. Y'all have to tell me because there we go. I don't want it too dark. It tends to go, the videos tends to go dark as you go on. I don't know why that is, but that's pretty good. All right. Oh, it's not on Amazon UK. Okay, if you want it in international, you'll probably have to, I'm sure, pay for shipping, but get a hold of Laura. Her website is Laura Folio, all one word, Laura Folio, FOLIO.com, and you can / circle portraits. That's her website. Okay. I'll try to remember to put it in the description box too. All right. So y'all can contact her. All right. So there we go. And I've made sure it's kind of really blended in or mashed into the paper. Okay, so there's a start. All right, now I've got to kind of decide, I want a little, I think I'm going to throw some shade. I'm going to do some shading with both these colors. What is it again? Yellow ochre tint and the orange shade. Okay, I'm going to use both those colors to make kind of in between. I don't want it that light and I don't want it that dark. So let's test that out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some shade on her face. Okay. You want to do this before you put a pattern on her face. You don't want to try to go around a pattern. So, and I haven't planned this out other than just in my head a little bit of, oh, well, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Hi, Devin. Let's see, Tabby, Joan. I know I'm missing people. Michelle. Hi, May. Who else? Christina, Karen. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Guys, give me some more thumbs up. We have 244 people here. Give me some more thumbs up. We'll do a giveaway. I'll tell you. Lots of thumbs up puts me in the mood for a giveaway. But I do them anyway. All right. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and start putting on a little bit of shade. I'm going to probably clean up that area. And a kneaded eraser is the other thing that's really good. A kneaded eraser with pan pastels. So for instance, I can go over that, but I just want to show y'all. I'm going to get that yellow color off of her hair right there. So her hair's going to be green. Her hair's going to be like a forest, right? All right, let's keep shading here. And I probably should spray it after I do this initial shading, because when I go to start putting on the cheetah spots, I might be removing some of the shade, so it might be a good idea to spray it before I put the cheetah spots. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put her lips, because I'll put a highlight on her lips by erasing. So like if you want highlights on the lips, just take your kneaded eraser. Of course, I'm not done. I got more darkness to put on her lips. But if you just color the whole lip, so you can just erase. You can erase out the highlight. See how that works? Thank you, Ray. All right, so let's see. Let's keep going. And again, we'll as long as the mods are up for it, because we've got a herd. Oh, that reminds me. Somebody showed me this. I've got to show this to you because for my mods. I did show it to I showed it to Jan. I don't know who I showed it to. I think maybe Julie. All right, let me go ahead and finish this shade. I got to show you this. So if the mods are up for herding cats in a giveaway, some of this I can do pencil too, by the way, guys. You can do a lot of this shading with color pencil. I gotta show this though. Let me show you now so I don't forget. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here. Oh my gosh, I gotta show this to you. Did I keep it in the photos? Where did I keep it? Here it is. Okay. And I don't know who made it. It's a meme. Okay. YouTube mobs. No, I mean mobs. Mods. Because there's the mobs. I gotta show. See if I can see it now. Okay. What my friends think I do. I'll have to see if you can see it. What my friends think I do. Look, it's the Supreme Court. Now these are mods, right? These are the mods, not the streamer, not the streamer. This is the mods. Okay. This is what my friends think I do as a mod, a Supreme Court. What my mom thinks I do. Look, a psychiatrist in a couch. What society thinks I do. UN troops. What sponsors think I do? Pied Piper? What I think I do. What I really do. Herd cats. Those are a bunch of cats. That's what I really do. So that's what the mods do. That's what the mods do. What my friends think I do, what my mom thinks I do, what society thinks I do, what sponsors think I do, what I think I do, and what I really do. So that's for the mods. My eyes are watering now. Oh my gosh, I get to laughing so much. Okay, so all right, go back to my cheetah skin print sample there. Oh my goodness. So I had to share that with the mods. So anyway, that being said, if the mods are up for a giveaway, we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway when we get to over 100 thumbs up. Oh my goodness. Let's wait till 10 o'clock or, and over 100 thumbs up just to make it fun, guys. Again, I always say that, but I'm going to do a giveaway regardless. I know, right, Kenny? I know. I love that. So thank you, Serena, who's the one that showed that to me. So I thought that was great. Well, she didn't show it just to me, but she showed it. And yeah, I got it from Serena. Okay. So there's a base of shading. Okay. We'll see how far I can get. If I can try to do it without spraying it, but if I start just moving things around without it being set, then I'll have to go set it. Okay. So I don't want to get her too shaded in because it's going to be the spots that are going to be the focal point, right? It's the spots. So I might just do a little bit more. Let's just add a little bit more of that color. Maybe a little straight. No, that's going to be a little too dark, I think. I was going to say maybe just a little bit of that color straight out of the pan, but it might be too. All right, let's see here. And again, I'm painting the background black, so I don't care if I get out of lines. Make it easy on yourself, guys. If you don't have to try to get fussy with it, then, if you can go over something and then erase it out or go over it, then do that. So, hi, Nasser. Nasser is a writer, and yeah, he does a lot of scary stuff. Hi, Nasser. Thanks for stopping in. All right, so there's a base. There's a base on her. Okay. And again, painting the background black, so I don't even have to worry about erasing the edge here because it's going to get painted in. All right, let's see. Those are jewels up in there, so it's not really any of her hair or anything showing there. All right, now let me clean off my tool here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the base coat of her hair. And I think I want to start with a real light. Well, no, I almost want to start with a combination of these two. Not quite that dark, but not quite that light as a base. Because I want to make sure, guys, that the details in Laura's line art shows up, right? I don't want to cover it all up because then I want to pencil details. We're going to do color pencil details. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Afro. Is it Sensible? Sista? I just call her Sister. Okay, so let's go ahead. And again, I'm not worried about getting it out of lines or anything like that. So, and I should pull out, and I think I will in a minute, I'll pull out some of my other pan pastel ones that I've done so you can kind of see some final results. And again, I'm trying to kind of do her as a, Halloween themed girl. So that's why she's going to have cheetah, although, she might really be a real person out in the forest. So let's go ahead. She's obviously a queen. All right, so this will be the lightest color in her hair. Although, again, you can take, let me show you this with the eraser. I already did a little bit of lightening up on her lips with the kneaded eraser, but look, let me make sure, let's make sure this is clean. So I'm going to come over here and just kind of make sure that my eraser's clean here. See how you can lighten up? There's a little highlight on her lip there. See how you can do that with the eraser? Will erase it right off. Hi, Katrina. For Dee stream, it helps others find her channel. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Katrina. She put every color. Thank you, Katrina. You're so sweet. Let's see. Hi, Amy. All right. So again, like I might want a little bit of highlight on her ear here. Maybe there's going to be a little highlight on her chin, but you can kind of soften it out with your finger like that on the bridge of her nose. And there's usually a highlight right above this. I'll tell you a couple of things. And Kathy Arbor's she's the one doing the drawing classes on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern on her channel, Kathy Arbor. But there's a couple things that help make, if you pay attention to these things, and I don't always do it perfectly either. So just, I've just done portraits for so many years, but there's a few things you can do to make the person, make it look more realistic. One, highlights above the eyebrows. I don't know why. I guess it just makes the brow, it makes the brow look like it's standing out. And that's one. One of the other things is to shade the whites of the eye. I shade with blue. You can put other colors in there too, but I like to shade with blue, regardless. Like her eyes are going to be green, but I still shade with the blue. Let's see a couple other things here. The little above her lip. Now this is a little big. Above the lip, you're going to have it's going to be a light line usually above the lip. And I'm talking about regardless of the skin tones, guys. She's, obviously going to be a dark girl, but you're still going to have highlights on dark skin. You still have highlights on dark skin. Where's my picture? Where's my phone? I keep saying, where's my phone? It's right in front of me with the, let me show you. Let me just probably find it quicker on IG. Oh, and I got to show it again. There's Kathy's pumpkin. There's Kathy's pumpkin. I don't know if Nasser's still here, guys. Y'all might like Nasser's writing and stuff. I like him. I like Nasser. So, but go check out his channel. Just remember, guys, all you have to do is go to the end of the name of the person, those 3 dots, click on that, and it'll say go to channel. It should open up a separate window. Okay, let me go to my, hang on. Let me go to my, and I will show you guys again all my Inktober's at the end of the show. I'm going to sell prints of them after the month's over. Well, if you see one you like now, I'll still do them. The half size, see, look, we do all these rabbit trails. Where's my Sharon L? Okay, this is what this channel's like, guys, right here. Dee Dee says to watch out for you. Rabbit Trail 1 and Rabbit Trail 2. We just do rabbit trails here, people. We just do it. Okay. So, oh, you're welcome, Nasser. All right. So this size right here is the half size. Now, let me show you the original size, just so y'all can get a perspective here. Well, we'll stop and do a giveaway in a minute, guys. Where's my Poe? Where's Poe? Ah, there he is. All right. So this is the original size of my drawing, right? You can kind of see it's on 11 by 14 paper. And then this is a half of an 8.5 by 11 cut in half. So I can get 2 on a page. So I'm going to sell this size for 12. If you want an 8.5 by 11, it'll be 15. And that includes the postage. So just email if you want. The Poe ones I've sent out as gifts for everybody that supported the channel the last month. And if I missed you, let me know, because I don't want to miss anybody that supported the channel, PayPal or Super Chat. So that was my October thank yous. So anyway, I'll do any of the monsters that y'all like. If you like one, I'll make a print of it. I just go over to Office Depot, and they have this beautiful cardstock that I just showed a minute ago. It's awesome. But anyway, what I was trying to get to was, I've done a picture of a portrait. This is, no, it's not far back. And I also, here's another cheetah I did. I forgot about this cheetah girl. I did another cheetah girl. There, look. I did this on Hannah Carlson's cheetah girl. There. I'm gonna keep that one for a reference. We got a good got a good reference right there. I completely forgot about this one with the glowy stars. Okay, yeah, I'll go back to that. Where is my here? So here's a portrait of Faithful Mess. Okay, so there's a portrait of Faithful Mess, and see all the highlights on her dark skin. There's highlights on dark skin too. Okay, so just so you can see, they're all on my Instagram if you want to see them. You got your Poe? Okay, Eileen, good. All right, so anyway, just I wanted to show you that there is highlights on dark skin too. So there's Faithful did a opening on her show. She was crying. She never cries. Poe. Faithful Mess is not. I'm trying to read chat at the same time y'all talking about the Poe print. She's not a crier. Okay, so here is my cheetah girl, and you can't tell on but that's all shiny and glittery. Okay, so I'm going to keep this up as a reference for. Yeah, that's a good reference there for my cheetah. Okay, let's get the light back here. All right, so if you can do a couple things. You can, if you just want to go over the like tiny items like earrings or jewels or like this stuff right here. See how I can just erase it out. Now, remember, guys, you have to erase before you set it. If you do a final fixative on it, you can't erase. So make sure that anything you want to erase, and I probably need my smaller. Where's my smaller? Where's my smaller? What do I do with that? You know, guys, I don't know where I put my smaller. Maybe it's in the box. Well, I have a smaller size electric eraser. And when I say electric, I mean battery operated. I don't see where I put it. Okay, well, we'll just roll with this. But you can change these tips out too. They have different little housings right here. You can change this out and then put a smaller one in. You don't have to have two different a battery operated erasers. You can just change this housing out and then put a tinier. Where's my tinier? So you can put, well, I don't even know where the other, oh, they're over there. Okay, well, anyway, you can change that out for a smaller eraser. But I want to show you what we can do here. So you just erase it. So you don't have to try to pan pastel around. And of course, I'm going to use color pencil too. But I just want you to see, this is a lot quicker than trying to pan pastel. Or you just go over it with color pencil and it doesn't matter anyway, because color pencil will go right over pan pastel. Okay, so, and you don't do that. Don't touch it. At the very least, use a brush. Now, where'd my drafting brush go? Ah, good grief. I wasn't prepared for that one. Oh, there it is, up here. So that you don't smear the the pastel. And again, I will be painting the background black, so it doesn't matter if it gets out of line. Okay, hi, Diana. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. Oh, we're over 100 likes, so we'll do a giveaway. The mods can get ready to herd cats. Make sure, guys, oh, thank you, Nasser. Message me if you trust me. I don't give anyone's addresses to anyone, not even the people in the chat. Or if you have a P.O. box, I'll send you I'll send you Dr. Zira. Okay, so Let me write this down. I got my little notepad over here. Since you're a new person, hopefully a new subby. Okay, so what do I want to do next? All right, let's go ahead and start. Let me clean off the green off my tool here. I'm just wiping it on a paper towel. You can wait a minute. This one tore. I'm going to go ahead and put a new one on. You got to be careful. These are the ones that you have to be the most careful with. The other shapes are not so delicate, but these pointy ones, you got to put it on like you do a baby sock. You got to be very careful when you pull on it because you'll rip it like I did that last one. Okay, so be careful when you put the sponge on the tool. Okay, and if you are getting into pan pastels, you really have to have their sponge tools. It's not the same as a makeup wedge, even though some of them look like a makeup sponge or a makeup wedge. These are just not. It's not the same. Oh, there's the housing for the skinny. The skinny eraser. And there's some of the skinny erasers right there. See how small that is? Okay. Let's go ahead and start on some of the spots. You know what? I like these that I had on this one, but they're very flat. I think I'm going to go back to my my picture of my cheetah skin here. Come on, open up. There we go. All right, hang on, guys. There we go. See how there's more color in there. All right, so the first thing I think I'm going to do is find where I want, and I'm going to try the, I don't know if the gold's going to be dark enough. I might have to go with this color. Let me just find where I want my spots to be. Find where I want them to be. Yeah, Devin, you didn't put it in caps, but I saw it. Devin said she ripped the other shape. She forgot about the baby sock technique. Don't forget, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in caps. Arding Alley, Dee Dee, I'm stopping in because I'm off school. Well, welcome, Arding Alley. Arding Alley, are you Terry L's granddaughter? Arding Alley. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you something. Wait a minute. I already have it. Oh, I can't show you the stuff. I just saw it. Anyway, I'm sending you and your friend. Your grandmother told me that you and one of your friends watch my show. And so I'm sending you some happy mail for you and your friend, Allie. I'm sending you and your friend some happy mail for watching my show. Thank you, guys. Those are some young'uns. Artie, she may not want to say, but yeah, she's you're welcome. Okay, so I just saw that. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to decide. Now it's going to probably look very, it's going to look kind of weird at first, but I'm just going to kind of find, here will be the main, these will be the main cheetah spots here. It's going to look like she has chicken pox or something for a minute, but just let's roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. And of course, I might have to do some of it with pencil. We'll see. Because, I do pencil as well. So I want her to have cheetah spots. I won't do any on the edge yet. Those we'll do as we finish up the main spots. We can always go in. So you have to have that base down first. And again, I might have, shoulda, coulda sprayed it first before doing the spots, but we'll see. If I start erasing the colors of her skin by doing the spots, I'll have to go and spray it. Oh, I know what I forgot. I've got to back up here, guys. So one of the things that really helps make it look real, other than the highlight, if you pay attention to the highlight around the eyebrows, the blue shading in the eyes. I need a little bit more shadow here, and I'll do more with pencil. A highlight along the top of the lip, and of course a highlight on the nose, a highlight on the chin, the corners of the mouth. Now, in this case, I'm not trying to make it look like any particular person, but if you pay attention to those things, the corners of the mouth of a person you're doing a portrait. Oh, Amy Rose's question. Okay, can I share this in the Pan Pastel Creation group on Facebook? I'm in a Pan Pastel group. Are we in the same Pan Pastel group, Amy, or do you have another one? Yes, of course you can share. It's all this is all public. You can share. Of course you can, Amy. I'm just trying to decide, just see what group you're talking about, because I am in the Pan Pastel, the official Pan Pastel group. So if you pay attention to those things, a highlight on the lip, a highlight around the brow, highlight on the nose and the chin, and the corners, I don't know what it is, but if you're doing a portrait and you pay attention to the corners of the mouth and the eyebrows, you can capture the person's likeness. I don't know why, but it's true. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit more shading here and there. And then her eyebrow, I think I'll just do her eyebrow black, because, the cheetah spots are coming in here in a minute. And then any details, let me go and clean this off and put some green in her eyes. I'll do her irises, other than just putting a little bit of green in it. I'm going to do her eyes with color pencil, because I want to get a lot of detail in there. Sorry, forgot. Oh, that's okay. Okay, yes, go ahead, Amy, go ahead. All right, so there's a nice little base. I know it looks funny, but remember, this is a Halloween one. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to get my black fine. This is called the Pearl Medium Black Fine. Okay, why is the lid not wanting to come off? There we go. But let's not do it over. And it's a shot. This, if you're going to get one extra that doesn't come in one of the kits, I would get this one. I know Janet says that she used the white blender. I never really used the white blender, but I think Janet might have some success with that. Before I do the spots, I think we'll do the giveaway. All right. So here's how the giveaway works. Oh, this is pearl, by the way, black pearl. That's what I'm going to use for the spots. All right, so let me go ahead and explain how, because we have a lot of people and probably new people, how the giveaway works is, and I try to do book giveaways throughout the month. I officially do one the first Wednesday of every month, but I'm going to go and do one extra because our faithful mess did send postage and extra books. So I will do one. And you get to pick the book from the stack that I'm going to show. All right, so here's how it works. I'm going to bring up random.org. Let me go over here to the mat here. Random.org. Don't put any numbers in yet. Don't put any numbers in yet. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if, because we do between 1 and 100. And even though could be close to 300 people, it doesn't matter because it's the first person closest. So between 1 and 100, okay, the first person closest to the random.org number without going over will get to pick from the book. Okay? All right, so wait till I type in go. When I type in go, put in one number only. I cannot stress that enough. If you put in more than one number and the mods see it, you are disqualified. Okay? One number only between 1 and 100. First person closest without going over. I'm going to get the books out here and you can pick. Okay? I'll give you all about 2 minutes after I type in go. All right. All right. I typed in go. Now you can go. One number only. Okay. Go. Go. I'll clean my kneaded eraser while I'm waiting. One number only. And then I haven't, see, here's random.org. I haven't hit a generate number yet. We'll generate a number after everybody gets in their number. Okay. And again, don't put in a number and want to win. If I can't stress it enough. I do not give anyone's addresses to even the people, even my mods. My mods don't even get your addresses. So nobody gets your addresses. I don't put you on an email list. I don't have a monkey chimp thing. What is it called? Email generator thing. I don't do none of that stuff. It's just for here, you guys. And if you buy something, or if you super chat or anything like that, so I can send you thank yous. But your addresses don't go to anybody. So just FYI. All right, I'm going to count down. Get your numbers in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call, get it in because I'm going to hit stop. Okay, no more numbers count after that. All right, and if you want to see the chat roll out, make sure you are in live chat, not top chat. Okay, so here we go. Random generator between 1 and 100, generate. 65, the closest to 65 without going over. So we'll give my mods, let them herd cats. 65. You like the slow-mo countdown, Devin? Well, we do our best here, guys. It's not perfect system, but if you want a spontaneous giveaway, we do our best. We do our best to herd cats, right? Okay. So let's see who got closest to 65 without going over. Let me get the books here that I have from these are all from they're from Faithful Mess, sent a stack of books. Okay, Gail got 63. Okay, I wait for at least a couple of mods or a couple people to tell me. Where's my pen? Okay, so Gail, email me your address. Gail AC. Email me your address, but first, wait, Gail. Let me back up a minute. Don't go. You gotta pick a book, Gail, because Faithful Mess sent us a whole bunch. So I'm letting you pick. Okay. All right. So here's what you got. I've got 2 of some of these. So I'm just gonna I'll pull the duplicates out here. All right. So here's what you get to pick: The Night Voyage, Daria Song. Okay. Are you paying attention, Gail? Pay attention. Daria Song. The Night Voyage. Okay. That one. The Time Garden, Daria Song. And you've probably all seen these before. So I'm just going to let I'm just doing a quick flip. Hopefully Gail has seen them too. Island Escape. And this one's like on watercolor paper. And it has fold outs. Okay. Got this one, fold outs, and it's not true watercolor paper. Don't be scrubbing it too much. Okay, but it's a watercolor texture. Okay, so there's that one, Island Escape, or Cats. Okay, Cats. Coloring for Mindfulness, Cats. So which one do you want? Miss Gail, which one do you like? I'm looking for Gail again. Where is she? Gail. Looking for which one? Which one do you want, Gail? Where's my Post-it? Where's my Post-it note? There it is, right here. Okay. The Time Garden. Okay, the Time Garden. Okay, Gail. So there's, well, there we go. Email me your address and I will send that out week or at the latest Saturday. So there we go. Okay. All righty. And thank you again, Faithful Mess, for sending the books for the giveaway. You're welcome. It's the first person. I don't know who's saying something, but make sure, guys, if you do not have live chat selected, you're not going to see everybody. You're going to think, oh, I won, but you only have top chat selected. You got to have live chat selected, and I base it on at least 2 to 3 mods. So if my mods say somebody's first, we go. I roll with my mods. Okay, so here we go. Let's go back to our picture here. Let me go back to my cheetah fur look. Let me go back to my photos here. All right, so I got my fur there. All right, so now I'm going to put some, let's go to this black pearl. So hopefully, hey, Kate the Skate, I showed your Happy Meal earlier. Thank you so much. All right, so now, all right, so I think the only other business I have to do today, other than show my Inktober, is if Kathy Berg comes in and wants to see the Jane book, or if anybody else wants to see the Jane book, I can show it again. All right, so I'm just picking up the tiniest bit. Now, what I want to do is make this very, make it very, and I'm probably going to have to do the bulk of it with pencil. But there's an open end, there's an open side to the cheetah spot. So it's not like completely circled around. They're like kind of like that, right? Once I get this on here, I think I will go, well, maybe a little on the hair. I'm going to probably go spray it outside. Okay, her eyebrows are going to be black too. And y'all know when I get to the pencil part, I always make their eyebrows thicker. I put more makeup on them. We haven't done any of the shading around the eyes or anything like that yet. You want to be in the Jane book? Colleen, you are in the Jane book. I already have a page started for you. Colleen, I already have a page started. Anybody that wants to be in the, I got plenty of, well, I don't know if I have 20,000 spaces in the book, but for all y'all that are here regularly, I have room for you. I have room for you in the yearbook. All right, so I'm just kind of barely touching and just kind of smudging on a little bit of cheetah spottage. You know, kind of like this. And we'll keep working it. The nose, the nostrils, the pupils, the eye makeup, I do that with pencil. Because this is the smallest tool I have, and it's not small enough to do pupils and stuff like that, right? So maybe I need to make these just a little bigger. Maybe. I want to make sure it looks like a cheetah spots, right? And I'm just looking at the picture and kind of looking at different ones. Then there's also a couple of that just are black spots, and those were I kind of saved for like along the edges and stuff like that. We'll see how this works. Colleen said she wants to see the Jane book. Okay, she wants to see it. Okay. Pacola, make a note, though, of this video. And when I show it, the time, because I showed the book. I've shown the book a couple times. And Kathy Berg wanted to see it. And I said, I've shown it a couple times, but I couldn't remember what video it was in. Which video I showed it in, because I show it like in the middle or something like that, you know. And so I need to remember where I show it. Because if somebody asks me again to see it, then I can go, well, it's on this video at so-and-so mark, right? Because I'll forget. All right, so I'm just kind of, I don't want it around her lip. That might make her lip look deformed or something if I have a cheetah spot on her lip. We'll do more detail with color pencil. Very little of this is necessary. So again, if you're, thinking about how expensive pan pastels are, they run 5 to 6 a pan, but a Copic is 7 to 8. So, and you got to refill those. You don't ever have to, you'll never run out of these. I mean, I can't imagine, unless you do huge landscape pan pastels or something like that, you are not going to run out of pan pastels. Okay. And again, this is Laura Rafferty's color book. It's her line art. She was here earlier. I don't know if she still is. I don't ever expect anybody to stay here 4 hours. I appreciate if y'all can stay, 1 hour. So thanks, guys. I want them all to look a little different and then have the occasional little black, spot in between them, kind of like that. Maybe it needs another one right up on here. And I'll do some more shading too. Like I'll after I get this on here and sprayed, I can shading with pencil and stuff on top. But I have to go spray it first. Go set it, and I'll go run outside and do that. Maybe get a cup of coffee. Okay, Abby's watching. Oh, oh, thanks, guys. And Laura's book, and I'll tell you, now if you order from Amazon, of course you get however Amazon packages it. But if you order from Laura herself, she packages this baby like it's a real person. It's so well packed. But anyway, so hi Sharon. Who else am I missing? Did I say hi to Eugene? Oh, and I did find that other meme Gene. The one I was trying to find the other day that I think is you. I think I sent it to Denise. Let me look. Yeah, we do rabbit trails, people. Don't email me. No, not that one. The other one, Jean. Let me go to Denise here. I think it's yeah, I put it under Denise. I sent it to her. Here, this one, Jean. It says me as soon as the temperature drops below 70. But I can also see you knitting that, Jean. I sent this to Denise because she doesn't like to be cold. But there's Jean. When Jean knits, she disappears. Jean, do you knit? Do you take commissions for this, Jean? I think I would buy one for Denise. I think I'd buy one for Denise if you knitted one of those. Love you, sassy Jean. How's she looking, guys? She'll have more shading. I just, I gotta kind of do it in steps. I think before I spray it, I might go ahead and paint the background black just to get that done. I don't know that it really matters because you can, acrylic paint will go over it. All right, let's see. Let's put a couple little black splotches here and there on some of the edges, maybe one right there. Let me look in the camera, see if it looks like I need one somewhere. It looks like I need one right in here. Look up in the camera, you can see flaws. You can see things. It's just kind of like when you draw something and you turn it upside down, you immediately see some things that are wrong with your drawing. As soon as you turn it upside down, turn your reference upside down, turn your piece upside down, you'll see exactly where you have messed up. Okay. So it's kind of the same way if you look up on the camera when you're streaming. If you look on the camera, you see exactly where things need to be done or fixed. All right, that's pretty good. I'm kind of liking that. I'm going to go ahead and paint the background. I have not decided what colors I want in this pattern. I don't know what I want in there. I think I want black right in here. That'll make her face stand out. So I think I'm going to paint the background black and that little area in there black, and then I'll go spray it, and then we'll come back and work some detail. No, before I do that, on second thought, I think I want to put another darker layer in her hair. Okay, so I'm going to go in here now with my dark green, and I'm going to go ahead and put in some of the darker areas. And this is tiny. I might have to do the bulk of this with pencil because it's pretty tiny in there. But I want some of this. I want this. See where all that shading is? I might go ahead and do that with pencil. All that dark shading, I'm going to do that with pencil, I think, because I can get in there really tight with the point. I mean, I can put in a little bit, but not too much, because that's very tiny little areas. Let's put in a little shading. We'll throw a little shade, not too much. Just a little bit in between some of the curls. Where my tool can get in there fairly easy. Kind of just like that. We'll do the rest with pencil. Okay, let's see. Guacamole? Yeah, we got to use the English here, guacamole. Don't be shady on the lady. Don't throw shade on the lady. Okay, so now I'm going to just kind of set this aside real quick. Get out a little bit of acrylic paint. Let's get this little in here. Oh, and I did buy some. I was running out of certain colors last week. I told y'all white, and I think there's a yellow. So this one, I don't need this one. Need the one that's already open. I bought a couple extra black and white. So I did kind of stock up maybe 10, 15 colors that I was running low on. And always make sure you shake these up well. All right. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of black. Get a brush. Don't let me forget to show y'all the Jane book and my Inktober's. I got to show those. All right. So I want to get a fairly big brush. Always get your brushes wet and then kind of pat off the excess water. But you want your brushes damp before you stick them in acrylic paint. You know, then you can kind of dry off any excess water. All right, so I'm going to, and this, I don't care if it gets on this because I changed this paper to the messy one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just paint the whole background. I don't know if I'll throw a bucket of stars on it or not yet. Now, when you do this, just be aware, if you move your piece and that's still wet, you're going to get it on the back side. If there's nothing on the back side and you don't care, then don't worry about it. But if there's a double-sided page or something, if you do that, you're going to get it on the back if you're not careful. So just FYI. It'll be better if I spray it anyway because I'm handling it. And the more you handle it, I'll get in there with a smaller brush right along the edge. The more you handle it, you're going to have more chances of smearing it. So maybe we'll put I want to put a moon or a planet in there. We'll see. All right, go all the way around here. All right, let me throw this brush in the water and get a smaller one. Get it wet. Wipe it off. Been there, done that. Messing up the back of pages. Yeah, if you don't, if there's nothing on there, it doesn't really matter. But okay, so now I've got my favorite brushes. If I had to only pick one brush size or kind, it would be a flat angle brush. You can do so much with a flat angle brush. If I could only buy one brush, that's what it would be. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of take a minute. And I will probably be turning this page. So I can keep my line going kind of straight. Although I'm going to put a glow around it. This doesn't have to be too perfect because I'm going to put a white pencil glow around the whole thing. So it doesn't have to. See, I just kind of know where I'm going with it and what has to be really, I don't want to say perfect, but more accurate than other things. And I know I'm going to put a white glow around this, or maybe a green glow. That's what we'll do. We'll put a green glow because it's going to be a Halloween kind of thing. So we'll put a green glow around it. And what's nice about pan pastels is you can use acrylics, pan pastel, and pencil. All these, they all play nice together. And there's some things, I've shown y'all many times on acrylic paint. There's some things that you can do on top of acrylic paint with color pencils that just don't work without the acrylic paint. Something about the grabbiness of the acrylic paint. You can do such nice nebulas and glows and mist and waterfall. There's so much you can do with pencil on top of a nice flat acrylic paint. I'm not looking at chat, guys, so this is all going to be much more sharp and contrasty when I get in there with pencil. But to get all that base done, to get that whole base done like that, you saw, even though with my rabbit trails, that didn't take long to do all that, right? Okay. Kathy Berg, okay. All right, after I spray this, then we'll show the Jane book. So I'm going to go take this downstairs. I have to go out on the porch, go on the front porch and spray it. Then I'll show the Jane book. Okay. Let me hit this with the heat gun, though. Make sure it's dry before I spray it. I think I'll go ahead and do the glow real quick. I guess I'll do the stars real quick, too. Let me just go ahead and quickly do the stars and the glow. Where's my little bucket of stars? So for the stars, I put the white acrylic paint and I add some water to it. Wet that down. Get a fluffy brush, something that's really soft and fluffy so that it'll splatter. A little bit more water. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'll just take this napkin here and I want to kind of cover up because I'm going to splatter. A little more. Tap it off in the maybe we'll put a green planet and a green glow. Okay, let's see a little bit more right there. The more you tap it, the smaller the stars get. Okay, so there we go. All right, so let's dry that. Thank you, Christina. Bye, Francis. maybe I was a troll. But bye, Francis. Come back if the mods will let you behave. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. So. I really want to make sure the stars are dry. And the thicker ones take just a minute more. Okay, love you when you do add planets. Oh, okay. Well, let's I'm just going to kind of, it's just on paper here. So I want to kind of flatten it out. And I do need to show you my other pan pastel pages with color books so that you can kind of see some other versions. All right, so now what I want to do, let's see what happens with the pan pastel first. Let's see, do I want a little bit of a, should probably go with the lightest green. Let's try the lightest green. So I'm going to go ahead and put a start of a glow with the pastel. And then I'll go over that with some pencil. Just to get it going here. See, I got to be careful. I'm smearing that black spot. You can do this with pencil. That's usually what I do it with, is pencil. But because the pan pastels are sitting right here, I'm going to go with it. And then her hair curls, I'll probably make them go out into space. Okay, so we got a little bit going on there. Let's put, all right, we'll do we'll do one planet. And I'm going to do this with pencil so I can do more detail, but they'll have a planet there. Okay, let's do a little bit more, and then I'm going to go spray. Okay. A couple pencils here. I think I want this color. All right. Hang on, guys. We'll get there. And when y'all are doing anything like this, don't rush it. I do a little faster. Whoops, let me get under camera. Oh, well, you know what? I got to zoom back in. Sorry, guys. I forgot to zoom back in after we did the giveaway. Sorry. And Nasser and my comic book friends, so many of them do awesome digi work. One of these days, guys, I'll take the time to learn some digi. But in the meantime, it's just because there's a learning curve, a time of learning curve, for digi, that, I'd have to stop doing something else to take the time to do it. And, I probably won't get into too much, just on an iPad or something like that. But I would like to, I always tease Eileen. If I could do this in Digi, I mean, I can imagine, because I can imagine some really awesome worlds that if I could do it in Digi, I'll give you a good place to, and I don't know how much of it was, well, no, I won't get off. Let me not get off on another rabbit trail. I just want to say one of these days, I'll be a mod, Nasser. I'll be a mod. But let me go ahead and talk about that, though, guys. If you want to see awesome comic book, I try to remember to say it on Wednesday because I stream Monday and Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern for about 4 hours. And I always try to remember to say it on Wednesday. If you like to watch some awesome digital and regular, regular traditional artists, Drawn and Quartered is on Blacklist Universe on Wednesday night. Now it comes on at 10 Eastern, so it's a little late, but you know, Mike, whose channel it is on the West Coast, so he's 3 hours. So for him, you know, it's starting like at 7. It's here, it's 10 East Coast. But anyway, if you want to see some awesome comic book artists draw digitally and traditionally, thanks for the reminder, Nasser. So yeah, Blacklist Universe. Okay, so there we go. As far as a little bit of a glow base, I might put some more white. I might do some more. Let me go ahead and just do a little planet up here for you. Let me dig in. So make this look like a little bit of a planet with a little bit of a swirl coming. Something like this. Okay, we'll just go with that. Maybe just a little more green. Something like that. All right, so now I'm going to go spray it. Let me back out again because I got to show that book when I come back. I'm sure I'm missing something on our rabbit trails. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pacola, for the link. Yeah, it's Wednesday night, 10 p.m. All right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to go get, well, I got some juice still, but I may see if my coffee's still on. I'm going to go spray this so that I can work on the details without smearing and smudging and all that. And the other thing, too, I think I want some stars. I want some stars back in here. So that's like that's a ring. And there, that's the hole there, you know. All right, now I got to dry that because I don't want to spray that while that's wet. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. Here, Andy and Bob will keep y'all company for just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. I have to close the door for the cats. Cats can't come in with the pan pastels. Y'all remember what happened the last time Malibu got into them. Okay, so I did a coat of spray fixative. Bye, Ray. Yeah, sure. I'm glad he has a friend now. Yeah. I love these little finger puppets. I just think they're so cute. They're so cute because they can just like okay, I'm gonna let this sit for just a minute. I'm gonna quickly show the Jane book. So what the Jane book is just this is just a plain old sketchbook. Puffy, fluffy, but it's just a plain sketchbook. Let me show you the size of the spine. Let me find another one here. Here's one of my other sketchbooks. All right, so it's about, this is what it looks like normally. Okay, I'm going to squeeze that one a little. And this one you can see how adding the Jane sketchbooks to it. See where the edge is right there, and right there. So you can see it is really, spine is like really doubled up. So that will happen. The spine will do that with all those books. Okay. All right, Kathy, are you here? Are you paying attention? What time is it, Clicola, in the video? I think I should write this down. We are at 2 hours and 5 minutes. Let me make a note of that. Okay, so today's 10:28. 2 hours and 5 minute Jane book. All right, just so I can remember. You can't see the times. Okay, well, we've been here 2 hours and 5 minutes. I wrote it down, Jean. Yeah, 2 hours and 5 minutes. You're in the front row. Okay, so I'm going to try to show it kind of quickly. Let's see, my camera need to come up just a little. Trying to get it all in here. I guess I could zoom back one, I guess. 2. There we go. All right, so I took 3 different Jane Davenport books. Let's see if I can find their skins. I can find their, find the actual book covers that I took off. Where are they? No. Well, I had them here. Now I can't find the covers. All right, we're just going to have to look up Jane Davenport, her 3 sketchbooks, because I can't find the covers that I took off of them. So I took the 3 covers off, and I washi taped all 3 journals into the sketchbook so that it's something to play with when you do swatches, note taking, whatever it is you do in your sketchbooks. Change. Well, anyway. So what I did, this is just a band to keep the book closed. I just have it on there. All right. So I can't tell you which book came from which. Like, I think this is the animal one. But there's a face one, an animal one, and a mini prompt journal. Now, you'll see the mini ones because the pages are smaller like this, okay? So there's those 3 books. The animal one, the faces one, and the mini prompt book. All 3 of them have been deconstructed and then taped into a sketchbook so that you can play with it. You can color, you can note take, you can do swatches, which is what I've done. I've swatched it. So I am going to go quick. I am going to go quick here, Kathy or anybody, so that you can see I have flipped and written and note taking. And this is just my ink. This is when I do ink smack and dragon, where I put the ink down on a non-porous surface and smack the book down and drag, smack and dragon. And so some of these inks, I've put those in there. I have notes. I just saw another note in there about my lemur. I want to do, here's my Inktober monsters. I wrote them in here. I want to do a poster with my lemurs. And I started doing a samurai lemur some time ago. It's in the other sketchbook. And I want to do a poster of a samurai lemur. And then after I got those samurai origami papers, it even made me want to do a lemur even more. So you see, here's her prompts and stuff on the backs of the small journal. I got to go quick, guys. There's a lot. This book holds a lot. Look, can you see how much there is in here? I'll get to my swatches in a minute. So everything is washi taped in. Now, I'm not going to lie. It did take some hours to washi tape And it took a lot of washi tape to washi tape everything in, because I also washi tape front and back. So there's no sticky bits, and also to make sure it's in there nice and, it's not going to come just popping out. So it's a lot of washi tape. It took a lot of time to do 3 full books. And I didn't do them all at once. I did one, then a second one, then the third one is this. So I would just kind of skip for the very first page, Kathy or anybody. For the first book, I would deconstruct it. You deconstruct it with an X-Acto knife and a ruler, take the books apart. And then for the first book, I'd skip like 2 or 3 pages, 2 or 3 pages, and then put another one. And then I'd skip 2 or 3 pages and put another one. Then the second book, I finished up the back, and then every second page I'd fill it in. And so then whatever filler pages were left, I used the smaller one. Hi, Suze. Anybody else popping in? Again, some more Smack and Dragon ink. All this is washi tape, Smack and Drag ink, stickers. I don't know if this is helpful. Kathy, because all it is the same stuff. Here's some of her papers that I just glued in. All right, so here's where I think we're getting close to my where I swatch. This is another Smack and Dragon sprayed ink. Yeah, you have to get the smaller book. Okay, so some more Smack and Dragon. See, then you got some of her color book pages. You could write notes here. You could journal. You could color. You could do swatches in her hair. Okay, just Smack and Dragon ink. All right, so I think this one's a watercolor paper that was in her book. So again, you can see I colored this one. We did this on a show one day, just with some, I think I just did this with some water markers. I don't know. So it's just fun. It's what this really does, guys, is it frees you up to draw and sketch. It frees you up to do some inking, but it frees you up to do your swatching. But then you're not afraid to do something. So if you're afraid to, like my Inktober's, all my Inktober's are just done with the ballpoint pen. Okay. They're all just done with the ballpoint pen. Let me find something to draw here. Because it's nothing. I've still got my girl in the, in my head. Here, let me just grab these samurais here. Just for an example. So if you're afraid to use just ink all the time, let me find one that has a bigger. I showed these earlier. These are some samurai origami papers. But if you're afraid to just practice with just drawing ink, or let's just say you like this, you can just put this in here for reference. You can use this for a reference. But if you want to, just practice some ink drawing, and you're afraid, you do something like that in a book like this, and then now you're not afraid to try, because this is your playbook, right? This is where you can play. You can go in here and play with just some ink or whatever you want. You can take I don't have any ink poured out, so I'm gonna have to pour some out anyway. This is another one of those, what we call rabbit trails. So you can just play with stuff. I probably shouldn't be doing this because, I'll have to just make sure it's dry. You can play in your book and not be afraid that you're going to mess it up. So, just do whatever. Say, I think I'm going to like a lot of splotchy black ink, but, I'm afraid I'm going to mess something up. Well, then do it in this book. So, there's the thick part of the inks, right? So it's just fun to have a place to practice, play, whatever. Okay. Well, I just wanted an example. Thanks, Kate. You have some good ones yourself, girl. Okay. All right. So then swatches. All right. So here's all the, and these are not by any means all my markers. I haven't done Copics. I haven't done all my Crayola super tips. I haven't done all those. There's a lot of stuff, but I did my Poscas, my Artigos. I think that's how you say it. My Artisan. These are the paint pens. So I did all these paint pens. Then now we're back to some more little, and you can see, look, you can flap them out this way. They all don't have to be going one way, and you can have more than one on a page. Okay, some more inks. So what's nice about this is you have a place just to go in here and not be afraid to try things. You know, somebody shows you a new technique, you want to try it out, but you don't know where to put it, how to keep it, how to store it. Well, do it in a book like this. And again, it doesn't even have to be Jane books in here. It can be any kind of book you like. It can be the magazines, the Calm, the Breathe, the Flow. It could be any of those magazines. Just put something in the sketchbook that you're not afraid to use it, right? Okay, here's some more. All right, so these are my mermaid markers, my Jane Davenport mermaid markers. And then I practiced with my brush lettering. When I say brush lettering, I did these with a super tip marker. But I could practice my brush lettering. Here's more of the mermaid markers. I color these girls with their hair. Again, more mermaid markers. Now, this one personally is a little heavy to sit in my lap in front of TV. If I want to sketch and draw for the History Channel or watch somebody's video and do some sketching, this one's a little heavy because it's full. Bye, Nasser. Thank you so much for popping in. Y'all make sure and go follow Nasser. Okay? He's a young creative. Support the young creatives. Okay, so all the different mermaid markers. These are the Davenport watercolors in her little tins. Again, practicing with lettering on top of that. These are my Arteza watercolors, and I put the names of them. So you can just do your own swatching. And it's just kind of like a catch-all book. It's my Jane catch-all journal. Just a little of everything in here. Okay. Different pencils. These are all my Black Widows. The Scorpions. The Cobras. So again, I'm flipping this really fast. We're not even halfway done. So that's why I've got to do this fast. Okay, so here we did a little test with some Zig Clean color versus the Hobby Lobby flexible. Again, some more tests. Here's with super tips. And I want to do the Arteza Real Brush. I have the Arteza Real Brush watercolor brush tip. And I haven't swatched those yet. So got a place for that. And here, if I need more space. So it's a fun book. It's fun. It's fun just to put whatever in it. Not be afraid. And here's the Prima Complexion watercolor set. I did them on all these little faces. And then I wrote the names. I made this note because I couldn't find where I'd done the Prima Complexion set. They were done on some of the faces. Let's see. And everything's washi taped in. And again, I don't use this one as much for my personal sketching and drawing as I do my big, like the one I'm doing my Inktober in. The Inktober is in 11 by 14, and I'm more apt to sketch in something like that because I have a big page in front of me. If I'm sitting in front of the TV and I want to draw with just a pen or a pencil or whatever I want to draw with, I have a lot of real estate on my lap. I just lay back, prop my knees up, prop my 11 by 14 up on my legs, and then I can sketch and draw. This is heavy. This is quite heavy, right? I don't want this laying on my lap while I'm trying to relax. So this is more for sitting at your table, you know. Just saying. If you're going to put this much in a book, it's going to be quite heavy. I'm trying to look and see if anybody else is saying anything. I'm trying to get through this. I did take some notes from some of those art prompt books that I've bought over the last few weeks. And then here's some more swatches. These were in another book, and rather than redo my metallics, I just cut them out of the other book and just taped them in here. Same thing for these. These are the paper covers from them. More ink. This is more of the metallics on black. See, it all can go in here. It's more like a reference book than a sketchbook for me. For me, it's not really a sketchbook. I have my other bigger sketchbooks for that. This is more like keeping my swatches and references and tests. You know, ink tests, watercolor tests, things like that. Okay, so I think I've run out of the small book is all done, I think. So these are the last of the back pages. It's just some Smack and Dragon. Okay, so there is the Jane book. Okay, and if I don't smash it down, it does that. Okay, that's how thick it is. And the spine has been, you can see this original spine is right there. There's the original spine right there. Okay, so there we go. That's the Jane book. Okay, let's get back to our these guys out of the way. All right, so she's probably set up enough. Let me zoom back in. Probably about there. Maybe one more. Okay, so now we're going to get back to Laura's book again. If you're just joining us, we are coloring in Circle Portraits by Laura Rafferty. And we are doing this girl right here. I should have done a pre. Well, that's okay. I kind of have one that's kind of offset. I sometimes try to take a picture of it before I work on it, but I did do a thumbnail. Okay, you're welcome, Kathy. You're welcome. All right. So let's go ahead and get some pencil now. Let's see, I got some already out here. Some greens. Don't move. I want some skin tones. I have 2 trays of my Prismacolor, and they're just in silverware trays. I have the colors, and then I have the skin tones are all in their own. So I have, and neutrals, grays, see. So there's just 2 silverware trays. Now, these aren't all my, not all my Prismacolors. I also have a full set in a pencil case. So I have a full set. I bought myself my last birthday in here. But so if I miss something or don't have something, it's in one or 2 of the places. All right. So now let me get out the colors. I need a darker, maybe a different darker green than that. Probably that one. And then I'm going to need, I got black. Let me go to my skin tones here and pick out a few colors. I'm going to need this, well, it's yellow ochre. Get my yellow ochre. And I have bigger ones than this, guys. It's just I just pick them out. Whatever, you know. If I come across a big one or a small one, I'll just pick it out. But I need a brown. That's maybe that one will work. Might be a little too green. Light umber has green in it. Here's an old barrel. Look, this is an old barrel. A barrel. I might use that brown. All right, well, I'll start with these. Maybe this one. Is that the same? It might be the same. Okay, this one's sharper. All right, so I just want a few colors to start with. And I'm going to need a blue. I'm going to use a slate blue for a shading in the eyes. This is periwinkle. Where's my slate blue? I think that's it now. Where's my slate blue? There, I think that's it. Yeah. And I'm going to need one darker green for the eyes. All right, we'll start with that. This should be enough to start with. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to zoom in? Still with the tour, guys. All right, so let's start doing some pencil shading. Okay, got a little light. Got a little light there. Let's turn down the light just a little bit. And I'm really zoomed in, so it's not quite as clear. Yeah, Denise has got her pencil sharing. It's not quite as clear because I am so zoomed in, but I think we're good. All right, so I'm going to first start with, I'll use a dark brown. Just kind of, I got to keep something here to hold my pencils from rolling away. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start with their eyebrows just because. Now remember, it's been sprayed, so we're pretty good as far as not moving this. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you, Sandy Pink. I always like thicker eyebrows than they give them, than Laura, or anybody, not just Laura, but I like to just make my eyebrows thicker and hairier. I don't know why. I just like the way it looks. So remember, if you want to change something, if you want to make the eyebrows like Frida, if you want them connected like Frida, Laura is not going to email you and tell you you did it wrong. Are you, Laura? All right, so a couple other things. Let me get my Sharpie pen. I use a Sharpie pen, not a marker. So if you want to do, again, because the eyeliner, the eyelashes, the pupil, none of this is ever pure black. If you want that really dark, you're going to have to go in there. Go in there with a Sharpie pen, not a marker. Well, I mean, you could go with the marker if you don't care if it goes through. Okay, if you don't care if it goes through, but I'm just in the habit of using a Sharpie pen. Okay, same thing for the nostrils. If you want the nostril holes, and I usually do the lip line at least to the edge of the lips. Okay, those areas. Oh, hang on, Annie and Hubster are texting each other. Okay, so that's a little hint there. The other thing too, now I'm not going to do it yet because I'm not done with the pupils yet, but is with the Posca, is do that highlight. Do the highlight, especially after you've been doing pan pastels and other things. The highlight is going to be darkened just by the fact that you've been putting pan pastels on here. All right, so let me go ahead and do the eyes. So I always like to add, and I add a little bit of and you want to do this before you do the marker, the pen, because now I'm going to go back over it, right? So, but right in the eye, and there's no one way to do this. It's just the way I do it. But right above the eye liner and right under the eye, put a shadow. Okay. And I don't know what it is about putting a little bit of blue right above the eye that makes them look more real. Okay. Now I want to get in here and with one of my browns, this is a umber, I think, light umber. I'm going to start doing a little bit of shading. You want to do all your shading, skin shading, before you go in there with your eyelashes or your other makeup. Do all your shading first so you're not having to try to go in between. You don't want to try to go in between eyelashes and color, right? So now I'm going to get in here with my pencils on top of the pan pastels. You've got everything blocked in, so a lot of it is done for you. And of course, you can do as much shading as you want. Do as much shading as you want with your pan pastels, but I personally can't get in there and get the details that I want in the shading with the pan pastels. Now, that being said, for instance, as long as you don't mind going and spraying it again later. All right, so I'm going to put some pencil down here. I'm ignoring the phone. My daughter and Hubster are texting each other. All right, so let's just say you did some pencil here. Let's see if you can see that. See how you can still see the pencil lines right there? It's not perfectly smooth. Well, then what the pan pastels are also good for, let's get my sponge here where I had those colors. Maybe I need a little more. You can go on top of that. Now you're not, what I'm getting ready to do does not blend the pencil. This will do nothing to the pencil. This doesn't blend it. It doesn't move the pencil. What I'm essentially doing is covering up the pencil. Okay. So I'm going to go on top of the pencil and you're smoothing out any of those pencil lines that people don't seem to care for. Okay. So now see how I've smoothed out the pencil with the pan pastel. Okay. Where's my color? I just noticed the color is not very colorful. Hang on, guys. Let me go over to my settings here. The saturation is not quite right. That's not right either. Hang on. I'm trying to find I'm looking at this and looking at the piece to try to get the color kind of correct. That's a little better, but I'm so zoomed in, guys. I'm so zoomed in. Would you ever use pan pastel in your altered book worlds? Probably not, because it just isn't. I collage with paper in my altered books. To cover up collage and reverse collage, pan pastel's not going to cover. Pan pastel's not going to cover, especially in a slick book. Let me just. Okay, so let me get out one of my. Okay, so here's one of my. This one's not, and of course, especially if you varnish. Okay, I've got paint on here. Now it'll go over on some paint, but I just don't see why I'd want to do this, because I can do it with paint. Now here's where the problem would especially come in. Let's say I wanted to blend, let me find something here. Let's say I wanted to blend this red. Let's say I wanted to blend, oh, here's a little planet. Let's say I wanted to blend this planet, or this is a cut paper. If I wanted to blend this into the background, pastel is not going to do it. Look, I'm going to go over that with the pastel. See how it just kind of sits on top. It's not opaque. It's not going to cover. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not going to cover. And I can just do all that so much quicker with paint. You're going to be fighting. One of the benefits, one of the nice things about the pan pastels is because it's so translucent, maybe. What color did you use for the shadow? Which shadow, Shara? The shadow that I'm doing now? See, this is the thing I'm telling you guys. I'm mixing it. It's not one color. There's 3 colors here. I have yellow ochre tint. I have red iron oxide shade, and I don't know what, and orange shade. They're mixed. Oh, the blue pencil. See, you got to be specific. The blue pencil that I use on our eyes is blue slate or slate blue. It's either slate blue or blue slate. Blue slate. Okay. All right. Where was I? Sorry, guys. Okay. So now I'm going to go back. Oh, no, wait. I want to go with my pencil first. So now I'm going to go in here and start doing a little shading that is real tight little areas. Okay. Very small little areas that you can get in here if you're careful and want to take the time. You can do some of this with the pan pastel. But for me, I can't get that quite that tiny. Okay, so I'm going to get in here with pencil. Okay. Time. Okay, we're good on time. You just got to take your time, especially with pencil. All right, now let me just stop on the shading for a minute because I want to go in there with some, I want to get some more definition on the cheetah spots. So you're going to really see what I mean by adding, this is a base. Well, I haven't even done the hair yet. I haven't done the hair yet. So, and Laura drew it. I didn't draw the hair. This is Laura Rafferty's line art. Well, I haven't done the hair yet. Okay, except for a base. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and get in here on the cheetah spots real tight, but not just, I don't want to circle it, but I'll do a couple so you can see the difference that the pencil. Okay, so there, can you see a couple of how dark? See the difference on those ones right in here compared to down here? And I'm also going to go in there with, let me look at my colors again. Hang on, I'm going to open the phone again. So here's my reference pattern I'm using. So see how some are darker on the insides, and then there's a little bit of shading going along it too. But you see how dark, it's darker on the insides. So I want just a little bit more dark on the inside too. But I'm going to do the black first. So, and again, I've already sprayed it, so I'm not as worried about smearing. Got some in her ear there. I'm going to do more shading in her face, but I'm just kind of defining it all right now. And I probably am not going to finish this in another hour. Try to wrap it up by 12 or so. So whatever I don't finish, I'll probably watch Janet. I'll watch Janet and finish it. And Janet, by the way, put your link in there. Hi, Robert. Coloring with me. Thank you. Hi, Amy Rose. I know I'm missing some people. Thank you. Why do I want to keep calling you guacamole? I'm sorry. Giacomo? Gia? Can I call you Gia? Gia? How? I'm trying to think of a nickname, a shorter name for you, Gia. And I know, guys, we do a lot of rabbit trails on the show, but when people ask or they're interested in something or something comes to my mind that I want to address, I just do it. And, you can always fast forward past the parts you don't want to see. And, it is a chat show. I always try to remind people that it's chatty. We chat. And if you've never been to the live chat show, try to come to the live chat show and watch the chat and participate in the chat, and then you will like the chat because you'll be there with us. All right, so there we go. And now I want to get in here with a little bit of probably, this is like a terracotta, I think. It's sharpened off. All right, so now I want to get in here with a little bit of terracotta and kind of blend and soften, but at the same time, get a little bit darker and a little bit more color in there. Maybe some more around her eyes here. I'm going to get some more shading in her face too. But I want to get the spots. Let's get some of this terracotta color in her lips. Maybe a couple little lip lines in there. Okay, let me keep working on the spots. And it's very subtle. This is just those little details you don't think are going to matter, but it does. Can you see the difference in these spots and these? See where I've added just a little bit of extra terracotta in there? It makes a difference. I did smear that a little bit, but that smear right there, I'm kind of almost liking that. If I hadn't already sprayed this, I might have done some more of that smearing because it kind of makes the fur look like, I don't know if I can do it now. I could, but it might take a while. It kind of makes it look like the fur. So let's see if I can, I'm thinking in my head a minute how I would approach that. Hang on. Let me go and do a little more shading real quick while I'm thinking about how to smear the fur. All right, so I'm going to do some shading here. Now that I've gone inside all the spots. I want to get a little bit of the hair done too. Right up under her little crown here. And when you're doing hairlines, like where the hair meets the face, you're going to see skin, like especially on a part. I see people forgetting that when they do a part in the hair. They just color the hair all across the part and they don't do the skin in the part. And so it looks like they dyed their hair like green or whatever color, and the scalp is green. Let's see, Shayna in Colorland, are you burnishing as you color? Am I pushing down harder? In the spots I did, on the shading, I'm not. Because I know I'm not going to add anything on top of that. Okay. You don't want to push down or burnish your areas if you know you're going to put something else on top of it, because it's not going to work. And once you smash down your paper hard with the pencil and burnished it, you're not going to be able to blend. You could might be able to layer something else on top, but you're not going to be able to blend after you've burnished your paper. So I use a much lighter touch than it probably looks. but I know in the black in the spots there, that's it. That's it for the spots. I mean, as far as the pencil goes. So I can push down a little harder in that. But here, like where I'm doing the shading along the jaw or under her chin here, very light touch. Very, very light touch. If you want something darker, just keep going over it and over it. You don't need to mash down unless you know that that's it. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, this was, and I've still got to get her green hair going here. Because it's supposed to be like a Halloween kind of thing. And it's, again, it's Laura Rafferty's book, Circle Journal. Circle, is it Circle? Not Circle Journal, Circle Portraits. Let me get the, where's the book? Where's the book? Hang on, let me move the pencils. Here, Circle Portraits. This is what the book looks like. Let's get the color back here. What's Janet going to do? I see Gail said that's a stream I'll have to watch. What's Janet and Eileen got up their sleeves? They got something up their sleeves. Okay, so let me just kind of do a little bit here. I want to kind of get a little more pastel stuff going on here. All right, so for instance, I can shade nice and tight under the little metal or jeweled things here. You know, you can get nice and tight in there with the pencil. Say, I probably need to sharpen this. It's a little fuzzy. I think I might be a little too close. It's not really. Let me back out a couple here, guys, because I'm losing the nice color and stuff. Let's see here. There we go. That might be a little better. No. Trying to kind of get it right in between. All right, so what I want to do once well, let me sharpen this. I try to get ahead of myself. I still didn't see what Janet and Eileen got up their sleeves. Some shading up under each one of these little loops and in here. So I've only got 3 more Inktober's because I've got a couple. Like I want to use my Poe drawing for the 31st, even though he's not a monster, unless I get a real good monster idea. I wanted to put Poe in the lineup just because he was kind of my theme for the month, other than the movie monsters. And again, guys, I'm going to make prints and sell them, the small ones, like the size. I'm going to sell those for 12, and then a 8.5 or 8 by 10. I'm going to sell those for 15. And so if there's any of the monsters that you like, email me, and I will tell you, my PayPal or whatever, so that you can, if you want one. Okay, so I don't want to get too much in the weeds on the little thing right here because I really want to concentrate on the skin. No, I've got some pencil extenders. I have some, Janet. Seriously, I've got all kinds of pencil extenders here. I just grab, look. I have some pencil extenders, but I don't know. I just don't. As long as I can hold the pencil, as long as I can hold it, that's big enough. I can still hold it. But I have some pencil extenders. Oh my gosh, girl. All right. So here's a couple things I want to try. What I want to do, let me kind of get a little bit more. I want to get in here with some pan pastel. I want to kind of test and see if I can streak some fur. I don't know. I've not tried this before with pan pastels. First, let's get in here with I want to get in here again with the brown and the gold. And just kind of go a little bit more on the shading. Like I'm just kind of going over my pencil. Just to kind of add a little bit more depth there. Okay. Let's get a little more color up in her ear. Kind of ignored her ear there. There's plenty on there to do this. What I'm doing here, I still got to get in here on her eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of smooth out my pencil. And again, it's not really, it's not moving my pencil. It's not moving my pencil. It's just kind of going over the pencil. Okay. And remember, I'd already sprayed the initial spots and stuff. So I'm not going to be smearing this black right now. And I do have a kind of a plan here, but I'm not smearing any of the black right now because it's been fixative, you know. I want to get to the hair in just a minute. Just kind of smoothing out, kind of just adding a little bit more color in her skin. But over here, I'd smeared some black. You may not be able to see it. See a little bit of the smear there with the black? That actually, if I can do some of that with the brown colors, it'll look like, here, let me show you the picture again. It'll look at this, see the, let's see. Can you see how it looks, those smear like lines? So if I can kind of do that a little bit with some of the pan pastel and kind of just smear it a little, I think it'll look more like fur. That's what's in my head anyway. So I hope y'all just having fun hanging out, whether you do pan pastels, color pencils, coloring, deconstructed Jane book. Oh my goodness. It's just fun. I mean, I have fun hanging out with you guys, chatting, working on projects, hopefully inspiring you to try something. All right, so let's see now. Let me go ahead and do her eyes, and then I'm gonna try to smear. Oh, a couple other things. I'll need to sharpen my white pencil, and let's see if I can do this with the white, or do I need to do a Posca? But I want a little bit of light white above her lip. I might have to put the Posca to it. Just kind of blend a little. I like a nice highlight on the top lip. I just like it. And if anything's too white, I've said this before, and you'll probably see me do it in the hair. If anything's too white, you can use the Posca to get a bright highlight. But if it gets too white, once it dries, go in there with the pencil and go over it. And you can change the color, but still keep the brightness. Okay. All right. So now, let me go ahead and do her eyes first. Okay. So I'm going to get in here with the green. I don't want to zoom in too much because I lose the clarity. So you saw I already put blue shadow. Now I'm going to put some green right up in, kind of blend with the blue that I put right there. So we're going to kind of get a little bit darker green. And then I'm going to go in here with the citron. Let me sharpen. And just get a little of that in there. Now I'm going to go in here with my Posca. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to add the highlight. Okay, I'm going to add the highlight. And I will have to go back in there with the black and get the black, just that little dot, just a little darker. And then I want just an extra highlight coming off the pupil. Okay. Maybe just a slight more dark green on that line, right on the line there. And then I'm going to go back with my Sharpie pen and just get that pupil nice and black. All right, so now that I've got the bulk of the shading done around the eyes, now here's where you can go in with your Sharpie pen. And I add my, again, I shouldn't be doing these eyelashes right here because it's next to the side here that I haven't finished. But I'm not going to finish that right now, so I want you to see the eyelashes done. But you don't really want to do that until after you've finished the background. You don't want to try to pencil around an eyelash. An eyelash. Okay. And flick your eyelashes. Don't make your eyelashes all like, don't do this. Don't do this. Flick them and curl them. Some are longer than others. Some are thicker and thinner. I need that pupil to be rounded right there. I've got to round that because I kind of did a... Okay. Thank you, Michelle. I know I'm missing people coming in. Amy Rose, other Michelle. Thanks, guys. All right. I need a little bit more dark in her ear here. A little more definition. She's got a little jewel right there. I probably will do purple. This is probably going to be purple jewels, purple crown, or probably gold with purple jewels in it. So I think I'll do purple accent. But let me get to her hair. Oh, no, wait. Let's do I'm going to try to do the streaking. All right. We're going to give this a go. So I'm going to get my black pearl. Let's put a little on the sponge here. Okay, now I want very little. I put way too much. Well, what I want to do now, I'm going to turn it and I'm going to try to do where it started over here. I want to try to do, I got to get just the right amount. Streaks. I'm going to kind of keep it not too, I don't know what the word, I want to keep it kind of subtle. See, this is where if I was a digi artist, I could so see this. But then not everybody wants to do digi. I'm just saying that would be, I'd hand this off to Eileen. Make some first streaks for me. Bye, Sandy. Thank you for stopping in. Let's see here. And I don't want it to be, I have to kind of consider that I want it to go with kind of the way her body is, you know? Kind of want it to kind of go with the flow of her body. I might be able to get in there with some pencil too. I'm trying to do as much as I can with the pastel. What do y'all think? Does it look like she's just dirty? Yeah, Karen, I know. The fires are like 9 miles from my daughter's house out there in the LA area. So, yeah. Y'all keep them and keep the ones that have in the path of the fire in your prayers. I just saw somebody say, okay. What do y'all think? Is it looking okay? Again, I don't want to get too much on her face. It's going to look like she's just got a dirty face. Just a couple streaks like that, I think, just gives it an indication. Just a little indication of fur. Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? You think she looks amazing? Okay. I don't think I've ever tried to do fur streaks like this before. A little more shadow on there. I might need another streak or two here so it looks purposeful. This is just something you could really easily overdo. I'm kind of imagining if I was painting this on her, like really painting it on her body, how I would form it, you know. I think I better kind of leave it alone. But I do want to do one other thing. I'm going to clean this off really well. Where's my paper towel? Let me clean the black off because I want to go to the lighter color. Kind of want to go into the gold. So what I want to do, whoops, I almost tore that. They got to be careful with this particular one. Let's make sure it's just the gold. So I want to add a little bit of the shimmer. Now this won't photograph. The shimmer will not photograph, but I can tilt it here for you guys to see because I pulled this specifically to add to her skin, to add a gold tint here and there, even though it won't show up if I take a picture. Just I could do a couple of pictures, like one sideways, so that you could see it, the shimmer, but I probably won't do it. So I'm just adding a little bit of shimmer to her. In the zone. Dark skinned ladies look beautiful with gold highlights. Yeah. And I kind of did, or I started with the base of a tan color because that's the color that the cheetah, the actual fur is. Let me show you again. Look at the lightest color in there. See that tan color? It's just like barely off white. And then it goes up in here to the golds. So I'm kind of trying to achieve a little bit of that. I'll tilt it here in a minute so you can see the shimmer. There we go. There we go. See it? Probably can see it on her lip. It's very subtle. Okay, I'm going to stop on that for now because I want to do something in her hair here. I want to do a little bit in her hair. All right, so I'm going to take the dark green that I picked, which is dark olive. Let me sharpen. Essence of cheetah. Yeah, that's what I tried to achieve. Okay, so what I want to do, let's kind of move this out of the way, is let me get in here in some of the shadows. I'm going to get in here in some of the shadows with the dark green. And Laura's already got some nice curls already drawn. Oh, I do want to show y'all one more thing what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, and I'll go ahead and do that because what I'll do is, let me see if I can do with some of the green. It'll probably have to be the Posca. I'll probably have to do a little of both. But what I'm going to do is, like these light areas on the edge of the hair here, I'm going to have them come off the edge. I'll put some with the green, then I'll go in with the Posca. And then after the Posca dries, I can go back over it. But let me do it with the Posca. It's going to have to be the Posca. So I'll let that dry. So I want her hair to look like electrified, sort of. Like that. Okay, so let's go back in with the dark green now. Where's my dark green? Here it is. And let's go back in. And now this is going to take a minute. Trying to make it so you can see it. Let me start at the top. I don't want to put my hand on there. Let me get something, a piece of wax paper. I could turn, if it was just me here working, I'd just turn, well, maybe I'll just do that. I'll just turn it over. I was going to say I was going to put some wax paper on it so I didn't touch it because I haven't sprayed it the second time since all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and in between, is this my dark olive? I guess it is. In between every curl, I'm going to shade. I'm going to have to sharpen often. So wherever Laura has shaded, I'm shading on top of. I'll do as much as I can here, guys. I'm really just kind of going over her line art. Maybe I'll add a little bit more shade on top of the breaks in the curls or in the braids. I'll show you how you can highlight the braid. I just wanted her to have green hair just because I just put her in the forest. Can you see how I'm going over every strand? See how this, now the darks right there is a little bit of pan pastel. But you see all the gray areas? where Laura shaded, I'm going over that with the green. You just got to kind of flick in between every braid strand. Around the little crown there. I did get right here, that's some pan pastel that I accidentally got on the crown. Okay, so got the top here like lined in. Okay, I'm going to do some more. I'm going to work my way down so you can see. But you see how, yeah, it makes it pop. Now here's what's really going to make it pop. I'm going to take my Posca, and I'm going to hit every braid. Every braid fold. I don't know what you call it. You know, the braid, the weaving of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch. Now you got to make sure you're going the right direction. Don't just willy-nilly put this on. Otherwise, you're not going to see the braid shape. And I'm going to go over every strand. And then when this dries, I'm going to go over it with the green, the lime green. So what that does, it's highlighting every strand. But when I put the green on it, let's see if I can turn it around. And I'm going to do the same thing with all these curls. Let me do this one large curl here just so you can see it. While that's kind of, I could hit it with the heat gun, but all right, so let's do this one spiral right here. And it'll probably take a couple hours to do the whole hair, even with the pan pastel base, if you want to keep your curls. If you want to keep your curls. So let me just do one nice curl here, or this little curl area. I got to be careful because see, look what I'm doing. See, I'm picking up the gold. See my hand, my finger right there. My hand's on her face. I mean, on her skin. So I got to be careful. I need to go spray it again is what I need to do. I'll go spray it before I get too much further. After we're done here. All right, so see how I've done in between every curl there? All right, now what I'm going to do is on each one of those, I'm going to put a little highlight. Take your time when you're doing it. Make sure you're going the same way that the artist drew it if you want the same curls. All right, so see how I went over each one? Now you probably can't see the lime green very well under it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take my citron green, sharpen. Might be able to do that. Let me do a test with the pan pastel. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to get my pan pastel first and give that a shot. Where's my tool? Here it is. All right, let me clean that off. Let's see here. Where's my sponge? I probably need these colors. I actually have a citron. Let me get my citron green out. It's brighter. See how much brighter that is than those two? I can lighten it with these two, but it won't be that bright. So now with these color, with this citron green, Thanks everybody, by the way, for all the thumbs up. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's just try this first. I probably need to put it on here because you never know how much you're going to get. All right, I'm going to go over the pan pastel, see if it's going to be opaque enough to go over the Posca. I've done it sometimes, but see, I'm also, at the same time I'm doing this, I'm losing my dark green because this tool's not small enough to just get over. It's working on the Posca, but I'm also losing my dark green. So it's probably best if I just use a pencil to go over the Posca. Because now what I've got to do, or I could have done it the other way and done the light first and then the dark. Because now that I've lost the darks, see, can you see how it knocked the white back? It knocked the white back, but I lost the shading. Let me turn it back over. I lost the shading in between by doing that because my tool's not small enough. So now I've got to go back in here in between every strand and get that shading back in there. So on this one, I'm going to use the pencil. So I have to get my shadow back in there. Okay, can you see that? So the white just made it pop, right? Just like it did right here. But going over it with the pan pastel works, but then I have to redo the dark green. So because I have more control. So I have more control with the pencil. I don't have to lose my shadows because I can just go over the Posca directly with the pencil and not lose my shadows. Does that make sense? All right, so see, it's not white anymore, but see how it pops off the page? And of course, when I do the whole thing, it's going to be nice and contrasty. I love my contrast. Y'all know I love my contrast. But I really need to go spray it first because I'm resting my hand on her skin. So anyway, is there any questions or anything? Or is there something else I need to do on her that I said I was going to do and forgot or what? So I'm just going to keep working, doing exactly what I'm doing here on the whole head of hair. And then, you know, kind of go in here and I can do the same thing with the lime green. Kind of go over some of those strands. I don't mind a few of them being white because they're out in like space. So I want a little bit more shadow here. Some of my gold, where I put the gold on, it kind of knocked back my darks. You got to kind of think about it as you're doing it. Which direction do you want to tackle so that you don't lose your darks, lose your lights, or have to redo something. Okay. Any questions, guys? before I go eat and get over to Janet's at 1. I want to make sure I got any shading or anything before I spray it, because once you spray it, then you're just going to be layering again. So I want to make sure I got all my shadows around the jewelry and all that, because the jewelry is going to be purple. And I'll probably do purple in there. I'll post it on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I might take a break and do my Inktober first, because I don't want to not get my Inktober done. This I could wait till tomorrow to post if I had to, but Inktober has to be posted today. So I gotta work on my Inktober is priority. Okay, what are you thinking for the rest of the background? Yeah, it's going to be purple. I mean, it's just going to probably be shades of purple. How do you like the new Curiosity Ink store? I like it. I haven't watched his newest video. The last one I watched was, I think, from 2 days ago, Gene, where one of his friends or a cousin, whatever it is, he moved back to wherever he's from. So that was the last one I watched. And where they're always running out of candy because they're right next to the school, Gene. They're right next to the school, and after school lets out, all the kids, it's like the old-timey days, right? When the kids would go to the little corner store after school. He says he runs out of candy and gum every single day. So yeah, if y'all don't know what Gene's talking about, Curiosity Ink on YouTube. Let's see. No, she's a cheetah, Dot. Girl. Let's see. Thank you, Pacola, for posting that link. And you saw that he rented out the Potter house, right? And he, of course, he's probably not going to show the family, the family that rented it, but they couldn't sell it, but they rented it. So they rented it out to a little family that the kids will go to that school right across the street from the Potter's house. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to stop here. Let me back out so maybe you could see a little bit of the truer color and the size that we've been working with. So you can see how small we've actually been working. You can see how small we've actually been working here. The whole thing's not much bigger than my hand. So, yeah. You're welcome, guys. And again, let me show Laura's book. This is it right here, Circle Portraits, Laura Rafferty. And her website is Laura Folio, FOLIO.com/circle portraits. And she is on Amazon, and the ISBN 9780578418636. And you can get it on, I think she has an Etsy and Amazon. And I love this book. Here, let me show you a couple of the other ones I've done here. I did this one on her tone tan paper, all with just 2 colors of green, I think, in black and white. This one was the Valentine's Steampunk Girl. So did her red, pink, and green eyes. And then this one here is the phases of the moon right there around the circle. And then I used Twinkling I keep wanting to say Twinkling H2O, Stickles to make the shimmer on her. And I signed it Circle Portrait by Laura Rafferty, colorist D.L. Willingham. And I'll probably do the same thing on here when I'm done. I'll put Laura's name and my name because I want credit for the artist. I really do. So there we go, guys. There we go. Now you can see the color a little better. So it's still a whip, work in progress. I will try to finish it. Thank you, Christine. I will try to finish it today after I get my Inktober. I'll probably post this first, but I want to get the Inktober done. So, and totally forgot to tweet that I was streaming, but I think most people know I stream every Monday and Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, and I usually come on about 30 minutes early. So about 8:30 Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, and the occasional impromptu. So there we go. So thank you, Laura. I love your artwork. All right, guys. We'll see you at Janet's or around at someone else's stream. Bye.